Wow, to my channel, do I go? Bani on the other, you have to one way, mobile, I'm mobile. Well, I want my. To my head, no, I do. You are right, to my wood, 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 you go.
Okay, hello. Hello here. We are here again tonight. And today we listen to the Election Commission chair lady briefing us and giving us information on the election, the results. She went ahead and called counties, and you can see that some of our brothers on the other side, the Unity Partisan, are rejoicing because they are in a lead with 5,000 and some more votes. And they are actually out of the 100% polling station, they are announced 22.33%. If you do the math, you got almost 76% and some more change left to be announced. You got that who led the finance ministry for a bunch of years. Budget shortfall now is analyzing and giving a hope. We saw the same thing on October 11 after the election. In October, they were jubilating all over the place. They were happy that they have won or wherever, talking about first round thing. until the numbers start to change. And then all of a sudden they say, oh, that George, we are girlfriend. I hope this time we don't hear that she's a girlfriend of George we are tomorrow when the information don't go their way or the results don't go their way. They will still remain committed to the process. No one got in the street today to go erupt or disturb anyone. The citizens were relaxing at home. Nobody got in the street to kind of cause chaos. So we hope tomorrow, when information change, they will stay the same calm way. They will not get in the street to cause chaos to the people of the land. Because the woman she got 15 days to give the whole result. So one day passed and 14 more days. And today result, we got 15 counties. She announced 14 counties. For one reason, she said Grand Crew, George, we are hometown Grand Crew. The people started the counting process late. So she could not give any update from Grand Crew County. We saw that one. If you do the math, Joseph Boyka is in the lead by about 5,000, almost 6,000 votes. When that number will come into account from Grand Crew today, they were going to change. And then they were going to say, oh, that George, we are girlfriend. George, we are loving to the woman. And George, we are doing this. And the woman won't do this. The other won't do this. Once they are winning, Liberia should be fine. When they're not winning, then the country must go into mess. People must start dying. People must start running around and running away from the country. I hope tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. again, which will be 11:30 my time in Kentucky, Eastern Standard Time. If you are in the Central Time, it'll be around 12:30. When the results start to come out of, and when that lady start to announce, she should not be attacked. She should not be chased. We should still see the calmness in the citizens. We should still see people relaxing. Because one way or I don't know for what kind of reason, our brothers on the other end, they tend to end up being violent. They will do all kind of things to cause trouble for the nation. We do not see it tomorrow or the day after. We should all be calm. Nobody should say cheating. Because the result that they gave today, they are happy with it. So when they're announcing results again, it should not be cheating. Yes, it should not be cheating. No one should go and say, oh, the woman cheating. She was in Georgia bedroom to land there. So she came back and she started to change results. So the Unity Party is in. For those of you who are strong supporters of the Unity Party, you should tell your Unity Party that the nation, now the way we heard today, we should still see the calmness tomorrow. They say the whole nation turn green today. It might turn wherever colors tomorrow. But this is it. So my seditions, we got to be patient. We saw October 11th, after the October 10th process, on the 11th, they had tally sheets. They were winning in the war rooms. They were winning in the chats. They were winning everywhere. Until the woman started to announce on the 11th, Unity Party were in the lead. They were jubilating everywhere. The next day, we saw numbers flipping. Grand Crew not here yet. 14 counties are counted, are called, announced. We never hear Grand Crew today. She said the people in Grand Crew started counting late. So Grand Crew are not called. if we were going to call Grand Crew that 5,000 or 6,000 and see Joseph Boakai in the lead with 5,000 and change, you will not see that kind of one. So CDC, they are rejoicing. CDC are just relaxing and waiting for the real numbers. The real numbers are there. The woman, hello, Suzanne Shaker. How you doing? Paris Zulu. How everybody doing? The woman is a mother. People will say Deviator Brown, she can't change her wig. Today she changed her wig. She put different head on her head. Yeah, Deviator Brown, like Joey girlfriend. She's sleeping with Joey. She's doing this. She's a mother. She know how to calm the nation down. The tension was in the nation. She's a very trained woman. That woman, I think she was a journalist, or she's a journalist, or whatever. She's a lawyer or some. Yeah, she's a lawyer, because to be the chair, you gotta be a lawyer. So she's very smart, and she playing the twin mother role. She played the brother from the Unity Party. The temperament level was very high today. They were all about causing chaos in the nation. She calmed it down. She calmed it down today. They got the guy who failed the budget for the town, Erin Puyi, and finance minister. Budget shortfall today on Spoon Network with his laptop, analyzing things that came into his personal brains. Budget shortfall. They could, when they were there 12 years as a finance minister and whatever thing, they brought money for newborn children, and no carb money were all going down the drain. Now all of a sudden, they are turned into data analysts. They're analyzing data on Spoon. The people then, begin stand on is a Karabure begin. You don't know Karabure on your own. For Labro, you don't know Karabure on your own. But for the other people from Labro, Karabure means that scam, man. If you go to scam people, you go to lie to people. So the man got the whole nation today. When you check, is there 12,000 people there on Spoon. That the mind game. The woman playing the twin mother, where you can't get there with the other twin, the other child, you can't get there with the other one. You got to be in the middle. The tension in the nation was very high. How do you calm that tension? Now, this woman is a learned woman. She's not being insulted today. Her children are not being threatened. Her grandchildren have not been threatened today. Nobody want to kill her children. Her children are kind of safe just for tonight. Who knows? Tomorrow the threat might start. Who knows? But the way the Unity Party people, they are doing, they got to be careful with that nation. That nation, Liberia. Yes, Bill Cooper said the woman counted 22.33% of the votes. 22. At least when the woman comes to say we are 60% today, then we can say, well, CDC, the margin there or the this, that. 22%, 22.33% of the votes came in, and you are leading over 5,000 votes. And you have the first thing Amara Conan, the way the man lied during the time Eric Gain our finance ministry, he think that the way he can come back and lie. First, they said they had 60% of the votes counted, and they are leading 40,000 votes in between. If you can, in less than 9 hours, if you can get 40,000 votes, 60% of the vote, what are you waiting for to get the balance? 40%. But in telling us the other 40%, we should wait for election commission to announce it. So Amara Garden grew in a little corner. They are believing whatever that is going through their little minds. They are believing it. But when things are in the right direction, That lady should not be called names. Musa Dean should be able to put his people on the elect for those who will cause trouble. Patrick Suru, the NSA, the chief of staff umpire, will know the man to sell out. He's a unity partisan, so we're not going to count on him. But Musa Dean, even though he's a unity partisan, if affiliated with that party, we will still control him. So we do not want noise. Noise. Today we saw Yeke Koruba, or an elected representative, talk to the streets with a bunch of people walking. They say they rejoice. Bro, they went Deviator Brown, Lasana. I think she's from Cape Man. Cape Man people that are very, very, very good people there. Good human being there from Grand Cape Man County. With the exception of Musa Dean. Musa Dean is a sellout. He is a traitor. I think he's not from real Cape Man, he's from across the river. The people brought him in the middle of the night and brought him to Cape Man, but he's not real from Cape Man. So that's why you don't see things the way the Cape Mantinians see things. So we don't hear noise. Oh, Joe, we are brought a girlfriend, Lasana. He brought new hair and give it to her. He told a wife, say, oh, wife, sit down. Sit down, let me go and meet him here in the net. All the bad calls, leching upon leching. We did not see it today. They were rejoicing, celebrating, yamofuasing, jubilating, and all that thing. Nobody saw bullet. Even though Prince Johnson went into Nima County, into Zolly, and opened fire on peaceful people to scare the people so they can't go to the poll in Zolly, Thomas Kuyangba town, with the help of Musa Dean. We're not going to say we put ourselves in exile. We'll go in that country, Musa Dean and be the chief justice and be what kind of thing that will enter that country, we'll put it right in your face. You can't do nothing to people that I'm a Nyangbe, I'm from Grand Gile, from Cape Man. We are in laws. When we bracket, we bracket. You get crown woman, baby, but one crown woman, myself who are in Cape Man too. So when he try it, we bracket. You can get all the military people behind. I bring him my own men for Kunemo. So you better understand. I put him my saying exile. I put my saying exile. Musa Dean for. It is not where I hear one begin and fagon and say, oh, they scared to go like because job we are on them. So we are not get time for the people. They must start lying on the people. So we are not get time to go hunt people. Yeah, the man is a traitor to the race. What kind of a attorney general will get up and someone lay complaint, said the people in Sable, where I'm from, or Dwetown, they say when I go in the town, they're going to kill me. There's a guy in that town threatening my life. And then Musa Dean, I need security people because I want to go in the town. I saw a guy who trained in America, or who trained even in Liberia, who said claims to be a lawyer, and he's an attorney general. He armed the man, he weaponized Prince Johnson to go in the town. Instead of telling Johnson, say, look, this is police matter. We will investigate. You stay here. Let us investigate. He told Prince Johnson, he took Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn is anyway in Nimaka, they see ballet bastards. So NEC has to be very careful and very, very without Nima there. What the people see teaching resorts and things for kind of thing. That's the kind of man Musa Dean is. That's the kind of man Musa Dean is. But the victory that we're talking about, we know the Deviator Brown is playing the game of chess. You know what I mean? She saw the tension. The unity partisan word all over the place. Rebels turn lawmakers. Rebels turn or working over all in the streets. So Deviator came in and announced Do you really think the people in Great Cape Mount actually wasted time to start a counting process? You think for yourself. But she know the numbers in that town when those numbers were popping out, and she put it out there that want to be they were even the people to the election commission headquarters were going to be they were going to say, wow. So she said we got to slow down. The people in Cape Mount started the counting process late. So we will come to you one day. She played a game. You see, other than rejoice. They told Omer Joseph Boyka, those steroids you've been taking, Papa, release yourself from steroid today. You'll get a Papa some pepper soup and eat. Don't pour salt in it. Gain some pepper soup. They think we got it. We brought Gafuan. We brought Amara Conan to analyze data. They are in the war room, Papa. John Molu, they in the war room. When the Bolu then we say Omer Joseph Boyka corrupt, but because of tribal line now, they had no other choice but to align with this man because of tribal politics. So they are all into the tribal thing. Gafuan, all of them now they are in the war room. I saw today Amara Kone is giving out data. This is the guy who shot for our budget for a bunch of years. He can come to you and tell you what new thing Amara Kone bringing to the country. Amara is not a patriot. This is the guy who had a nation in their hands for 12 years. All they did was loot, store money, send their family people to America to go to school, and looted the nation. They didn't put no system in place. Where Amara going to come and get us? Where Amara come and get us? To get us travel and things like all tell your family, send it on government, stop paying and send it across to go land and put your people on, make a lot of your family members and sit in America, and then they are consultants and they're receiving $5,000-6,000. This is the repeat of a criminal enterprise. We want to see if the guys take the nation. The repeat of stealing. But the voice will not stop. Will continue to get on them. And Dereata Brown Lasana, she got the ball. You know the ball is in the lady's court. She bouncing it, but she bouncing it with caution. She bouncing it very smooth and very soft. She's not rough with bouncing it. You saw today when the janitor then saying like you. Then the guy can ask her, they put an answer upside down question. So upside down question I need to get asked. So that woman, when they were talking to her, she was looking at them. And the people in Liberia, well, for everything, we were there too. When you look in someone's face, that when they are talking to you, you intimidate the person, or they think you're not respecting the person. She was looking at the body language, the way the journalists think. They want to take the FFR, take people ID. Look, oh my goodness. The politicians in this America, someone have voted, 80 to 90% voted in this American people election. But they are citizens. When the last time you go vote, they go vote, they take your ID to look at it, then they pass it to the other person to look at it, they pass it to the and one person who's looking at it verifying if your name is in the list of spirit. Fitting. And that's NEC responsibility, election commission responsibility. Check and see. They pass it on to other political party or service. But they wanted to cause chaos. And she clearly told them today that it is not in their purview, it is not their responsibility to do that. But the nation is quiet. That's all we can say for now. The nation is quiet. Monica Solo, how you doing? From all the way to Jalastan. She said mental health is quite in our community. You come under my stone, you're talking about mental health. Your father don't train you good. It's not my responsibility when your parents don't train you good. Yes. If you grew up in a house, you don't grow up in a home, it's not my responsibility. You come on somebody's life stuff and you try to block you now, then you say, oh, bring black me. Come on here and be saver. The Unity Party behavior, you need to get rid of it. Today, when our woman come to say, Joe, we are leading 5,000 and some more votes. Joe, we are in the 55 some more percent, and just the country are going to be on fire. Stones and fire are going to be all in the city. These are the people who are in leadership, and they can get the mind to arrest people, go and catch people illegally, detain and kill people with sticks. So she's doing it. She's reading the numbers as they to satisfy their ego, because their temperament level was very high. It was in 100 and change. She had to bring it down to like 70 some more percent, and that's what she did. And that's what David did tonight. She did. Yeah, my man Abel here. He said a repeat of October 10th. October 10th, what did she do? She slowed them down, and she slowed them down. And at the end, Joe, we were in 800 and some more, and Joseph Boakai was still in the 700 and some more bracket. Because those were the results that came in. She didn't make no result out. Because we saw from the Unity Party, they were so eager, they were so angry. They were the only one who were catching people with SS ballots, SS wherever. When they see some other private car bringing ballot, where the private car bringing your NDC get cars that will be transporting, they put a rain trucks to transport those things. You don't say why truck transporting the private cars are rented. They rent people cars to transport the voting materials. We arrested. The other one say he saw W with backpack full with ballot pre-marked ballot or papers. But when they asked him at the end, he said he only saw one. The guy who was carrying ballot or ballot in a backpack foot. Why you only saw one hour mark? He couldn't talk. But the chaos, the Unity Party, like when they get in the country, they will do something good. They had a country. It's the same players. The same players. They're not going to invent people. They will not manufacture people from outside, bring foreigners and bring them to lead. It will be the same. Gafuan will be same. We'll still see the same Amarakone. We'll still see the same Samoka. We will still see all those same people will come. They are the same. They retreated in the US and they will just go right back and take the. It will be the same thing. Let's steal Johnson. It will be the same thing. What different? The only difference will be that Joseph Boakai will be the head. It won't be Ellen Johnson said it. It will be business as usual. The boys will travel the world. They will have a bunch of concubines, and they will buy homes in America, Europe, wherever they can find homes. Do you know how many homes Gafuan got here? Do you know how many homes Amarakone got in this place? The Conga Lauren woman who talking, even the Taron Dino, then the King and Paul houses. Do you know that? So these guys are not saviors of the land or lovers of the land. They are there to exploit. Exploitation will be at the highest peak. And that's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to see. And they're thinking that, the data collected, we are in the lead, and the data, all those things I should read are level. Most of those guys even know that most of them were BM. So they know how to manganate the thing and make you to turn thing around and play on the people's mind and amuse themselves. Right now they are amusing themselves, drinking wine and champagne and Alomo Beta all over the place. But when the day comes at 4:30 tomorrow, when record tries to change or the real numbers are put in, they have been announced. We do not want to see people jumping in the street. Rebels, people with rebel attitude who are now lawmakers jumping in the street and causing chaos. The matter of fact, the man was elected as senator, representative for 6 years. He wants to cause trouble. You don't know when he caused trouble, I don't go there and don't begin and walking behind him. would it be the loser? No, he going to be receiving $12,000 every month, 20 to 10,000, 10 to $12,000 every month. He going to be the big loser. And and where he Amara Corner there with his budget shortfall computer, he's projecting budget shortfall to the people. He's just being elected a senator from Bapolu. When push comes to shove, he will run right here back to Philadelphia. He afraid going to be playing basketball on Saturday or Sunday. You think he will sit there and they'll be getting money while trouble in the town? No. So they argue that the thing, only one group of people going to lose. They're going to lose. Everybody going to lose. Going to be in exile. Some of those guys are going to be in refugee camps, living in blue tanks. So we want to be careful for the nation. They're not going to cause trouble and think that only one person will be affected. No. The thing are looking, they're not looking like that. Yeah. But when you come on this podcast, please be safe. If you don't want to be here tonight, nobody forcing you. You are at liberty to essay. Go to Spoon, go to Prophet Key, go to where man calls as dreaded being, all over the place. But when you come here, be smart. You want to call in or you want to say something, we can accept different views here. This is simply a bro Vanny Sako, that guy from Iowa, who is a Joseph Boyka strong guy. Marco Goa, Joseph Boyka guys. I don't do that. You want to come here, but let me saver. You want to come here and want to be insulting, I'll kick you out of here. And I will send you to Prophet Key. When I kick you out of here, I have that wherever thing where Gafuan using on your to send you to Prophet Key or send you to Gafuan or Spoon. I will send you there. I'm not going to play around here. You come on my post and want to be insulting me. You come here, you be respectful, we'll discuss the issue. When you come here, you want to be rude, we will deal with you. We're not going to sit down here and rude people come on here and be cussing and seeing things. I see the other guy, I know what state he live. I know in New Mexico or beyond the river in the talking about all kind of things. But we have to be respectful. That's the bottom point here. So they turnout in the Southeast, they did their part. They blew the game. They played the game. They stood by the development that they saw, and some areas. But by tomorrow, we'll start to see the real picture of things, some pictures. But again, I just wanted to discuss this thing about some of our brothers from our area, from it's everybody right to support who you want to support. But when you try to be rude in the process, you want to be very rude in the process, then you have issue with the people. I got this thing from Richard Bablo. You can't be more candid than the people, than the Pope. No, not this one I want to say. You say you would think that George Weah and Joao Tira from Grand Jira County. The Grand people are Liberians. Are they from Guinea? Don't they have the right to support who they want to support? You're not a Crown man. You supporting Joseph Boyka, you're not a Crown man. J.D. Sinaga is not a Crown man. Dusty Kine is not a Crown man. Esrua Bawe is not a Crown man. Dempster Greer is not a Crown. There are a lot of people that are supporting Joseph Boyka. The likes of Alex Yala. Alexander Yala is an honorable Unity Partisan. And where name? Isaac Ginawe. I mean, that's the beauty of Evangeline Ta. All these great Crown people, Jacqueline, then from all these children from the Jida Mountain area, they all have the right. They are supporting Joseph Boyka. They're supporting Joseph Boyka. So when other people try to support whoever they want to support Joseph George Weah, you have issue with it. Why would you have issue with that? What? So you sit in your living room, you say, the Constitution gave me the right to support or affiliate whoever I want to affiliate or support, but you don't give the other people the right to support who they want to affiliate. What kind of a dumb thing is that? Sometimes I look at these guys, I say, what, do they have sense? Do they have sense? Here in his house, Adana, she would have United Party. Today she's laughing because they in the lead. She laughing all over the place. That's all right. But I'm a city shame. I don't want to call me we are shame. Well, that's how you call me. That's your business. But life has to move on. We're not going to have issue. That's our right to do that. And then it's my right to do that. So other people go and support. They support George Weah. You got issue with that. What kind of sense? What would Joseph Boyka do that he didn't do? He did horrible things to the people of Grand Gila County. Was it not Joseph Boyka and Ellen Johnson said he didn't know what saying that when they were arresting our brothers? You didn't see that one? You did not see that one? When Fred Guyana and Livingstone and Wayne Fonley played and told Joseph Boyka, they didn't see that? Did he talk anything about it? He sat in the play. Most of the decisions he said were made in his house. He said, look, Ellie, lead these people there and say you don't have nothing on these people. Start keeping the people in jail. Lead these people. The war finished. Everybody, you brought the war. Well, are you bringing the war? The guys will not go in the bush to defend themselves or go wherever. So leave this thing. He sat in his little room with his girlfriend, Ellen Johnson. Said, because that man was a boozer and Ellen was like 67 years old and you were 60 something and they were all kicking all that kind of crap. He didn't tell the woman to start bothering a certain group of people, but at the same time, you want the people to support you. You want the people to support you. The people say, okay, we're not supporting you. Some of our brothers, our crown brother, Richard Bablo, J.D. Snanga. Who asked J.D. Snanga to tell what he did when you were working with Maritime? Or what Joseph Boyka did when he was 40? No. What George Weah will do for you, what you do for yourself, for your. So you have the legal right, your God's given right, your constitutional right to be popular like we in America. Whoever they told you, you can affiliate with any political party, any church, or any religion you want. There's a right. The government cannot stop you from doing that. But when the other people are doing it, and you question the people, this is very sick to the high court. You need to stop. You need to stop. My little sister for Unity Party, me, I for my Joy Weah. But when she called me and said, oh, look, my daughter's school fee not reach you, my Disney, please help me. I do that. I help. I want to say, oh, why are you with Joseph Boyka? What kind of nonsense is that? Then what kind of man am I? What kind of man am I now? If I will say, oh, because she's supporting Joseph Boyka, so I want to help my nieces, my nephews, and all that kind of stuff. I want to help her when she's stranded. That's just silly. That's just foolish and stupid. Just, I think last week, today now, maybe 1 week, 1 day, she was moving. She had to move. I had to send money for her to go and bring car to take her things. So I want to say, oh, because you supporting Joseph Boyka, so I want to have that a woman right. And I'm a right too. She ain't get a right to question me. When she asks me, I can explain. I don't want to explain. I don't want to explain. Why I support George Weah. I don't need to tell you. So J.D. Snanga, where the many, Richard Bablo, Dusty Kine, Surua Bawe, Bob Clergy, Debbie Dian, nobody need to tell you why we supporting Weah. Because one day we never ask you why you supporting Joseph Boyka. Not one single day anybody asks you that. So for you to come on the media or you question people who support you, or the Grand Gila, look at the way they put for. Who the heck are you to ask what the Grand? You think you because in America you get sent by the people on the ground? Do you know how many people left from America and went to Grand Gila and settled down and living there? You got sent, or because you're living here, you can get it and go to the job, people pay you, work hours and get money. You think because you're doing that, then you have sense more than the people there who are supporting who they want to support. The people have the right. That the right to support who they want to support. Well, tell them, let me send a link to you. I'm taking no phone call tonight. You want to come on the link? I'll give you the link. That the people right. So what kind of a, sometimes I wonder, I say, but why would these people be so naive? Why would they be so stupid like this? That they get it right to support who they want to support, but the other people too don't have that right. Why? Why you question somebody right? Why should you question somebody right for supporting who they want to support? You live in America here. Nobody ever question you. Say why they want Democrat, why they want Republican. The people don't even know who they want to. So nobody know they are that the right to support who they want to support. So when the people feel comfortable supporting George Weah, you got issue with that. Do you expect the people to go support Joseph Boakai, who sat in the house where Ellen Johnson said he was going in the people villages, in the people town, arresting the people children? And kept some of those guys in jail for 13 years. You know what they call 13 years? Some of them were scared to the letter to the butt. They get Grant Ellison that time. Charles said he stole the 16 billion. What kind of money the people stole and sent up? They put him in central in South B for one. That man poo and say and start crying. And made mine. You saw how Ellen was talking? How they lie on her son. She started going around till he wouldn't sleep in that place for one day. At the place you kept your friend's children for 13 years. And then you expect the people from that area to be behind Joseph Boakai, passing around with Joseph Boakai. Those who passing around with Joseph Boakai are the right. Those from that area who passing around Joseph Boakai that they're liberty, that they're right. They want to do it. That's their freedom to do that. Nobody going to question it and say, why are you doing that? No. Peter Soro was drinking beer in Grand Gita yesterday with the Unity Party team and passing around. Nobody questioning him. Former super, nobody. That is right. But when you father go in your town and tell the people, say, look, y'all vote for my man, you work at the will of the pleasure of the president anyway. When they move the president, it's a 98% qualified is gone. So when he go campaign and tell people in America where they live in, they see governor there, the other one campaigning for President Donald Trump, representative, and other people campaigning for the president. But when they put Dwayne Labrador, it becomes a taboo. What kind of a nonsense is that? How can you think that you can do it here in other country, but it's not? They can't be doing like when these people working at the not even elected people, that people elected, that people working at the will and pleasure of the president. Who the president says, "I'm gonna fire you." You don't need to tell you why he fire you. You don't need to give nobody a reason why he fire you. But when the people go, then the whole day because you live in America. Who told you because you live in America you got red oil friend? Who told you that? Nobody gave you that right. Nobody gave you that right to say, oh, because you live in America, then you question people. I gave her the story where I was talking to my mom. Because the Oma band, she said she tired with the country, she went to Liberia. So I check on every day. I gotta call the Oma in the morning. So the day I called the Oma after the election, I called the Oma. The Oma and myself talking.
Put me on.
Then my sister, when I put you on, you gotta sit down and be positioned, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, position now, bring you on. So the Oma and myself talking on the phone. Then my little sister came from the market. She and her daughter. The husband too was sitting inside the Oma. Then we're talking. The guy on the phone would start talking. Then my niece now, her older daughter, she got on. She said, Uncle Prince. I said, how you doing? I thought she wanted to tell me about school things. I said, Uncle Prince, you know that my mommy and my daddy fought there for Joseph Boakai? I said, oh, they are Unity Party. She said, yeah. I tell them to vote for Joe. I said, no. And said, I haven't reached that age to vote. I know they get a teenager. They get a Joseph Boakai share them all year. So I said, but are your mind and pride right to vote for? And my little sister said, no, I know she think I'm going to get fair. No, I'm vote for Joseph Boakai. I said, man, that you're right. To vote for Joseph Boakai, that you're legal right. Yeah? But man, you want to? Yeah, I said, that you're legal right. Why I get fair with my sister? Why I say, oh, you're not getting anything from me again. Then when I do it, and I'm stupid. When I really question her, I can only persuade her. And I give her genuine reason why she must support George Weah. But I can't go get fair with it again. I can't go say, oh, I start cursing and start, no. I start questioning her mental mind, mental state, all the kind of thing that she need. But who the heck gave you the authority to support? Who the heck you supporting? And you want to go question other people right from supporting other people? Are you guys stupid in the country or what?
You must speak to me now.
Tell me I want a lane, but when I'm on the line, you can't be calling me, my man.
Speak to me now. Speak to me. Welcome me, man.
Tell her, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Prince. If you can't say hi, I'll say hi. You know, I came here purposely to say one or two things. You know, this job we have business, when the men want for us to draw the line, we'll draw the line. Because, you know, I've been following most of our brothers in the community. I've been following our comments on Facebook. Nobody's stopping there. Tell them Gonglo. For Joseph Boakai. His sister Ide Gonglo. For Joe Weah. What a big deal are there. Complaining why they say they're supporting Boakai. Nobody complaining. But I don't know why I want to see all of them be acting as more grand than us.
Let look out and go to hell and tell the devil we sending there, man.
We left. We're not objective. We're not objective. You are objective and be in your one bedroom, objective, or be in your mansion and support your Joseph Boakai. I read post today from my brother, you know, Richard Babler. Then he tells me, say, oh, you see, that what Jenny Slanga said, you're a job, we are supporter, you get thin skin. I will not get thin skin on your power, you will deal with you. You will not drive by. Election time. You don't expect me to go on your side.
But when you even want me on your side, you're not going to persuade me to come to your side. You got to tell me, persuade me to come to your side.
They tell me, say, Joe beyond Joe, we ask why you're supporting Joe. And you can't say anything. So we North Score with 40 people. We know beyond Joe. Someone asks us why beyond Joe. We get anything to
but they will beyond Joseph Boakai will ask them what they join Joseph Boakai. They will tell what they will tell. What they will tell. What kind of new thing Joseph Boakai can bring? Joseph Boakai then was in our country there for 12 years. You were in like 12 years. Now Joseph Boakai then was also face our country to make the country to even you don't start to carry the country to the Yupougon in Ariko, Yupougon, that little city in Abidjan, Yupougon. And now the Joseph Boakai was also made a play to Yupougon.
Let us stay in that lane. We'll stay on our lane. Let us stay in that lane. We'll stay on our lane.
Oh, dear, what job we are? What job we are? Job we are facing. Job we are need to go feel. That was something to go feel the road. I go to the
that job we are.
Why you say you go feel the road to Grand J?
Low Prince, good evening.
So we go for it. So I'm surprised to see Richard Banto, you know, and JD, my own uncle. I'm surprised that we're not even working there. Yeah, Jerunjai is my own first cousin. Jerunjai from Philadelphia. He must have left in Wayne. Jerunjai has been at Jerunjai in Liberia. He made doing a thing. No one fell in. That's so personal.
Your man, I
came here to tell them tonight when they listen to me. Let's say Othello Brown say, will not drive by and will not hold back.
But good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. My legal luminary, Mr. Prince Double, the ever potent and undefatigable human being. Well, thank you for everything. Listen, let me say something about these people. You know, in every arena or every institution or every entity, they have certain individuals that want to fit in. And these people, they don't even have the qualification to try to fit in because they could not recognize them. When was the last time you even saw him be like Dustin Khan going to Liberia? Does he even know what is unfolding in Liberia? Dustin Khan does he have an idea what is going on? When was the last time you even bought a plane ticket to go to Europe or even go to Liberia?
No, they don't go to the Bahamas. I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Take the plane and go to Puerto Rico. Did it cost you no? They don't you go to the plane.
You want for your money. You take ticket. The people suffer on the ground. You don't go to invest in the people to help the people. You still got relative back home. We take your money, go to Puerto Rico, you go to other areas, you go to the Caribbean, and then you sit down, you want to question people why they want to why they support George Weah. You have an idea what is even going on in Liberia? You want to fit in, you can't even fit in, they don't even recognize you. And they put in a supporting George Weah, they're far better than you, 100 million down academically, They got the well educated.
I'm very much disappointed.
You don't even come close to the people that are supporting George Weah.
You Richard Barber, you talk to all of that.
Richard Banto too supporting George Weah. I mean, Joseph Boakai.
I said Richard
Don't confuse people. You want to question? You want to question? Seriously, the right of the vote for George Weah. You guys are not even better. You're not even close.
When you tell people we don't get no reason. When you ask us to get all the reason, why we supporting George Weah, we can't say anything. Are you stupid?
I don't need to get. I don't need to get. We don't need to get that reason because they don't. We don't ask them for the reason.
Man like Richard Babla, where is Richard Babla, aka because I know the guy was on ESPN. He knew what Jiroka. I don't know when he did. Yeah. I don't know what he was a Jiroka. I don't know when he changed the name to
Babla. Yeah.
To Babla. All of a sudden he's a Babla. He tell me not recognize him, but I know the guy very well. What
the guy don't hide it from you. What do you mean? Do you not recognize?
No, the man you're trying to hide the Jiroka name because Jiroka was sending out there for him. He the one come here trying to question for integrity. What is you acting? You acting as if the George Weah is a crime man. Doesn't have to be a crime man. We are looking at a greater picture. Come on now, are you? Your brain is so minuscule that you don't see what we are seeing. That the fact that Grenadier women support George Weah, then
we don't stop him. Don't support Boakai. George
Weah have to be a crime man before we support him. How limited can you even be? To even question, you go on Facebook to market your limitations. To ask people whether George Weah is a crime, he has to be a crime for. I mean, how can you guys just sell some stupidity?
They are voting for Joseph Boakai and Prince Johnson's son. The men are voting for Prince Johnson's son and Joseph Boakai. Are they from Lofa County or Nima County?
People that claim to be in the medical field, the likes of Chama Branchele, the likes of where any doctor can, that claim to be in the medical field. Because I would say claim, because they're not arguing the one. You are supporting an octogenarian, somebody who is connected to declining to hear your country. Then don't you think we should question your sanity? You are supporting Joseph Boakai, somebody with a corrupt behavior, someone who is declining medically. And have we ever wanted to sat down to question why you're supporting Joseph Boakai? Somebody who is aligning with somebody who wants to destroy the peace, who's about to break the peace that between Grand Jury and Nima County. You are aligning with the president. Don't you want to do you want us to call you a traitor? You guys want us to call you a traitor? Because the people that are with the GMP, they are threatening our livelihood. You guys want us to call your traitors? So you guys want Grand Jury to call you traitors? Because there's a man who tried to break the peace, the fragile peace that between Grand Jury and Nima. You're supporting the man. We said nothing. So now I think we'll be calling your traitors in the community. You guys want to put Grand Jury lives at risk. And if you want to put Grand Jury lives at risk, we will give you trouble. We'll give you trouble. And we know you. We know you.
What really very much important to be to look in my face and say, will not get genuine reason. Who determines genuine reason? Who? That you?
Can you imagine? But listen,
are you saying
can he give you a genuine reason why he's supporting Boakai?
You can't get genuine reason why he's supporting George Weah.
Can they give you a genuine reason why they're supporting Boakai? Can they give you a genuine reason why they're supporting Boakai?
Go to them say, your CDC player, you get thin skin.
I think some people just want to go on these public fora and try to gain some relevance at the detriment of a certain group of people. That is such sheer stupidity. That is sheer ignorance and marketing their limitations. Because I don't cover anything about him being a Bawe to be going around and insulting and being condescending to a group of people. Bawe they want record. They want people they want attention. You know, sometimes when you're in an environment or when you're in certain place and things are and you're not getting any attention, people seek all kind of way to get attention. Maybe Bawe is sending to a lunatic. Maybe he's in Minnesota there.
No, I can remember
no one to talk to. So that's the only way for people to talk to him to respond to a thing there. That's why I don't even respond to a thing there. A grown man who sat over there, he Krahn, Krahn, he misspelling it. That the man we want to go behind him, he's to Krahn. If the man misspell Pele, I can't say, oh yeah, he misspell Pele.
Mr. Bobby told it. Let me tell you today.
Then I put it on Crown people.
On the Prince Double
Crown
show.
people
On the Prince
stupid.
Double
They people in
show.
your eyeball move from there. Are you kidding? What in my eyeball? What in my eyeball?
They call Buckley. So I say we shouldn't discuss Buckley. Discussing your game relevant. We can discuss the people. We just come and talk our job. We have been there. Move on. Why is it what you're getting talk about? Move on. Who cares?
What you mind there?
They won't be calling. If you supporting George Weah, they mean you what you support. You know the kind of people that supporting George Weah. Can anyone of you say compare yourself to anybody on here? Who are you people? Who know y'all?
Who you ever help in your life? All of them you need to know. Who they help in their life?
You need one person not helping in your life.
One person who help. Who life your change? Who life your change? One person.
That's a very good question. The whole group of them, from JD Slanka to the conflict to the power people, who one life they're not changing the entire Liberia. Now who's school fee they paying Liberia to sit on Facebook question for integrity? Who you're helping Liberia beside you're better than that, even you're better than the some of your America, you're not rich having you even get time for your people there again. That one question to Grenadian integrity or supporting the way
they behaving like the Congo people.
Let Congo people. Where even know about Congo people? Bunch of illiterate people that came to the country by the grace of God, some border here, they turn the back on people. We're better people.
Let us listen to
Happy and family
State Felicia, go ahead. Me on me.
Let me grab water, Prince. I'm grabbing water. Let me grab water.
State Felicia, you got to unmute yourself. They need to go support their Joseph Boakai and leave other people to support who they want to support.
People there.
And the people right. Yeah, talking about Crown people. Where you support is Joe. We are not a Liberian. Is he not a human being?
That the club put them on and the two club.
He's a human being. The people have the right to support him. So leave those people who supporting him and support who you want to support. Because nobody can ask you why. Say Felicia.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I forgot to order the earphone for you. Don't think I'll order some for you to Amazon.
But you can hear me?
When they post it when they say that Crown people K, the Crown people K do, they know about do that. I start believing it. People there.
Oh yeah, you better believe it. You better hello. Why are you people? Why y'all allowing these people to get to you?
No,
they don't get to me.
We're not going to talk about it when we're finished with it here, but we have to put it in the face.
It's too much.
We have to tell them.
But you know when these people are talking, tell them you have better sense than they are. Because here is this thing, you know.
I get one history to help one person.
I'm not trying to be tribalistic, but looking at Grenadians and looking at where we came from, and then you know the same people who outcast us because they thought they were going to wipe the whole county out. The same people who outcast us, you come back to support them, all because of power. Most of these people you're talking, the needs you're calling and listening to them, I don't even pay them no mind because all these people they are not in the interest of Grenadians. They don't really love their people.
They love the people. So pretend they don't care.
They don't care what happened to the people in Zwedru. They don't care whether the road it rains and the road cut. No, that's not their problem. The only problem is to go look for a job.
The big question I get for the just need one person who they ever helped before. Who like
that whole group there. That whole group there. That one Othello saying that whole group there.
Every single one of these people, they're in their own interests. So I don't argue with people like that. It's okay. Like Festus Dion one time he wrote and said all the Grandians who are supporting President Weah, they are Siko fans. And a big brother that they left for people to say things to them, and then they feel bad.
Who live your ever changed before? Who live your ever changed before?
You know what that big brother did? One time I was having one of these shows. The people that came on the stage are causing me.
Yeah. So you see, then when you
assume the man picture or the man I'm picking. The man
let me see a picture.
I'll beg you, yeah. But these people, there will be a time of people they will bury their heads in the ground when they're walking. Because the shame will be so much they will not looking. You see in Grangie there, when they tell you that the death or dough came from our own self, you better believe it.
That's what I'm telling you. That right there.
Samuel K. Doe. Today, the people who
they say the men have placed a call to Samuel Doe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
The man from Otero Mountain.
That's what I'm telling you.
I was very mad with Richard Banto today. Y'all show me one person who live your change before all of y'all.
No.
You say Richard Banto?
That Pablo is talking about Richard Banto.
I don't know.
You have I come in Bafo, you have potential Grandians in Grandia or Liberia. The language in poverty, in abject poverty. You all sit down here and be passing around, getting from plane to plane. Now, one student, you say, "Oh, we."
But they don't even. You see, that's why sometimes I go biblical because when God has blessed you to come to this country, right? When God has blessed you to come to this country, and God bless you, you're supposed to be a blessing to somebody. But these people coming, they're all into themselves.
They're all into themselves.
They don't even care. In Grangie, when we go to Liberia, I've been to Grangie so many times. I built my house in Grangie there.
But that's
where I come from.
You're not talking one at a time, gentlemen.
These people have a small mindset. They think when you reach America, then you're not reaching heaven. Some see America like a hustle ground. They put them being America that big thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
The heaven not come to that. It's a big achievement for that in America. But they don't know that some tell the country to be like, like somebody where you can make a little money and better yourself off and then go back. They don't see it that way. The picture is that
I'm surprised.
Dream, they buy the big house, so that's all to it. Life is complete. We don't see it that way. We look at
a lot of them.
Our people in general.
Yeah, a lot of them, Bobby, are coming. A lot of them, you see, they don't know the man George Weah. You see, George Weah can boast and say, "I've helped this person. I helped this person." George Weah is not just George Weah that we know from today. George Weah is the George Weah that put Liberia's name on the map. So I don't know what I don't know how to call it. They want to. It's just jealousy.
My
if I get to know that,
my sister, to a point, the thing that hurt him my feeling is that Richard Barbara getting guts to say we who supporting CDC, we can get one genuine reason for supporting CDC. Who are you to ask Mel and me? Othello Brown.
But the thing about it, you don't owe the man any explanation.
You're not welcome Bafo and welcome President Wayne.
Before.
But let me learn. I beg you.
Yeah, let a woman learn.
Yeah, let me learn.
Don't catch you in the air. Let you learn.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that this George Weah, maybe they don't know him. And George Weah is not George Weah of today. George Weah was a George Weah who came from nowhere and rise up to become African best, European best, and the world best. He did not stop there. When these people are talking that making more now that the people brought from America, from Liberia, when they were in a war, George Weah, the only person that went back to even look back at his country. I traveled to Kosovo one time, where in Yugoslavia. I explain that story all the time. I said now, people T-shirt, the people they are white, they're white, but they're not too white. It's like Jesus them. And I was sitting out to the T-shop, and these people were sitting at Beyonce music were playing "I'm a Survivor." So I was singing in the tower for America. They said, "You, where you come from?" I said, "Oh, I live in America, but I'm from Liberia." Prince, I'm telling you, these people did not know where Liberia was. They brought a map, a big map, what Liberia, showed them Liberia. But they did not still know until I said, George, we are country. These people pick me up in the air. I mean, they're screaming, George, we are. This is a man that you sit down on your eat palm butter. You can shut your mouths. And you wonder why we support him. We support him because he's the way, he's the symbol of peace. We support President Weah because with President Weah leadership, we are in peace. We are not like Ellen Johnson said and Joseph Barker who grabbed us and put us in jail. Send your grandchildren and you ain't like your own people. You just leave us alone and you go, like you're going people who the animal and are eating and going in the forest. You continue to eat and go in the forest and leave us the hell alone. We are supporting President Weah because.
President Fred don't speak, man. Yeah.
Bobby, Mr. Koyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Well, y'all, good evening.
You in the war room? You a man American war room?
Yeah, American in the war room.
I'm foolish man.
Did that show for you?
I did that show for now.
The man was to answer me the evening. He wrote something on one thing I wrote. He said, "Yeah, myself would not at war." Something he said.
No, but
anyway, look, I'm not worried about our people. Like Prince said, we all have our basic right to support who we want to support.
That's it.
I think I should be the one to question somebody why they supporting Boyka because of the makeup of Boyka whole group.
Yeah.
If you know, so me, somebody told me today I was travelers. So I said, how am I travelers? There's no crime in the race.
You can see the other guy wearing all of you guys are travelers.
Yeah. I said, how am I, you know, so if you look at the makeup of in a crime man who look at the makeup of Boyka team, you know, and why you think the Nimapo followed Prince Johnson? The follow Prince Johnson all because he killed Doe.
Yeah.
So and so as a man from Grand Chile County, would I follow somebody who I know maybe I can't watch at that video or who I myself he almost killed me at the port because the next day we went to the port and then he came there. But that's not the issue. The issue we're having a political election. We have two political parties.
Yeah.
I'm a citizen. I helped to form this party back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, I served on few levels of the party. So I'm not one of those who will party hopping, jumping from one party to another party. You know, I was in Liberia in 1985 election. I never voted that time. You know, even though I old enough to vote, but it was just not cool then. We thought because we had just come from high school and we a whole lot of funny thing. So to go stay in a whole day and vote, it was not cool at that time. We thought, you know, but we saw all of that. This is the first political party that I've joined. And even when I went to the University of Liberia, they had soup and sim. Basically, that's the same reason why I'm in CDC today. That why I didn't go to soup, because I just thought soup guys were just too some kind of way. It's like they feel entitled. They feel like somebody did something to them. They say they're suffering and all type of things they will say. But when church beyond that, other than how all the scholarship on the hand, you know, going to all the government officials and getting all the hand out, you know. So I would joke my own countrymen and say, "Why are you following Unity Party?" But at the same time, I'm not going to hold it against them. These elections are very crucial for Grand Chile and the Southeast. I honestly believe, if Joe does not win this presidency, it will take another 10 years before our road can be completed. That road are going to the Southeast. And that's my honest belief.
No guys are behind Joseph Boyka. They will tell Joseph, but
They will not even touch it. Amen.
No, but
George
can you imagine?
is not going to lose the election.
Can you imagine that? Especially the way the votes are going, the Southeast, and I don't know why they're mad with the Southeast. Southeast always been the Southeast, even during Ellen time.
Yeah.
When they vote that way, you know. So can you imagine they sitting in a cabinet meeting and talking about appropriation and where money should go, and somebody actually waking up and say, "Oh, we got to appropriate $5 million or $10 million to put on the Counter Hyper Highway," and think how it's gonna go across the table. So this is our only hope, and I'm praying that we're gonna win this election. You know, we're trying to find out from people. I mean, the numbers are looking right. I know Amara came up, but if you listen to Amara today, when that presentation he did, you would now, and that's why I wrote this. Even then he came on my board. I said, look, you took 9 hours to cover 60% of the votes in the whole country. 9 hours.
But the other 40%.
But now you get 40%. You take it to 2 to 3 days. Yeah. You know, according to him, when he went to Unity Party, they recruited a lot of people and train them and send them around the country, especially the Southeast, so God their vote. But sending them to the South, they didn't change anything.
No,
because Southeast even for them more than what it is.
Work for them.
But can you imagine you take millions of votes in 4 hours and sending it back tomorrow, doing and they are sitting there, say you're analyzing and putting, I mean, you can set out a spreadsheet and put in the right formulas, and then it will populate. But still, it takes some time, and so to come up with this number, and what makes it scary and dangerous, we all live in this country. Republican Party will never call an election for themselves. No. Democrat would never call, and there's a reason why they do that. You cannot do it because just what happened with Trump. If Fox said Trump was cheated, you think people are going to move on the Capitol? No. If Fox says Trump was cheated, everybody say they will argue. But if you, the presidential candidate yourself or the party yourself, come up and say we were cheated, millions of people that are following you and listening to you. So that thing that Amara is doing, speaking for Unity Party, and they are not stopping him, is dangerous. Because they are laying the groundwork so that tomorrow they will say they were cheated. And I was a little disappointed today. These journalists who have in Liberia, I heard somebody from LPR, Liberia Popular Radio, asking questions. They don't ask the right question. I don't know why. I don't know whether they are trained journalists or they just
need to go train no guy.
Yeah,
train no guy. Well, let's go to Bafo. Let Bafo and Gibson come in. Then we'll go around with the talk, Mr. President. So Bafo, then Gibson.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for everybody that came here. I think that people who are attacking each other for somebody supporting another party, I think that's wrong. And I think you guys have already dealt with the topic, so I'm not going to go there. Let's just leave that alone. We shouldn't also act like them. But let's face the fact. The way I see this election, I want CDC to win. CDC was not my primary party. I'm for Gonglo. We didn't go any far, but I want CDC to win. But I look at this election to be almost like a referendum election on a CDC, and it's very difficult to win a referendum election. An 80-year-old man is giving CDC a wrong, for his money. That is too baffling. It also speaks to the fact that as much as we want CDC to win, there are underlying factors that is causing this issue. Is it development situation? Is it accountability? Or people not really feeling the 6 years that have gone by? Something must be the issue, because Black Eye is doing well in my giving. CDC strategy to victory is higher turnout in the southeast and low turnout in the Barca stronghold. That type of strategy is not going to be good. I look at some tally sheet that I was able to authenticate online. The numbers so far are a little bit discouraging. I know more result will come, southeastern result will come, but it will predicate, CDC victory will predicate on low turnout in Nima, low turnout in Lofa, low turnout in the Barca stronghold, and high turnout in southeastern region, which is not a proper, a better way to assume a victory. McGivy County, they can elect a CDC party senator and do well in the presidential and vote for Barca in the presidential. That is not something that is very promising. So to me, I know Amara then are way ahead of themselves. Maybe I don't think they have all the tally sheet, but so far the number is also not really encouraging for CDC. That's why I want to see. That's
the same number what Amara saying?
Which number you watching?
Are you seeing the same number Amara saying?
I'm not. No, I don't watch.
I think you watching the wrong tally sheet.
I'm not looking at Amara number, but you know what I did was
so
the few tally sheets that they put out there that you can they're popping up all over the place.
Who put it
on? Don't believe those tally sheets.
But I did it Foya one. I did it one from Foya. I did it one from areas in Nimba and other places, and I do the projection on my own. Assuming these constant same holds in statistics.
Amara need to hire you.
No, I'm not. Listen. I'm telling you.
No, maybe he did not see the right one because
this election, Prince, I want CDC to win. But let's talk about the people who
voted. You want CDC
to
but you are speaking like where racist guy say I got a black friend.
Yeah, hold on. If CDC is not the one doing more, the first round, not see good numbers, then this is a referendum election on the CDC. And whenever you have a referendum,
the first election was not referendum. That they want a referendum. This 10th election was not referendum.
What you say?
CDC winning that strong one got more voters. So what tally sheets are you looking at?
This entire election, this 2023 election is a referendum on the CDC. My perspective, because if you are a ruling party and you do well, you automatically will always be ahead. People will vote for you based on your record. But if an 8-year-old man is giving you a wrong,
they ain't finished. There are Liberian people.
I'm done.
You never been fighting the Liberian election because the 2000 election, 2011 election, there was a different election. You didn't been fighting the Liberian election there. Because the first
I've been following the election. They have more candidates in the race.
I mean, I'm talking about the ruling party at that time. They had issue. Then you come to talk about it. It's not a new thing. So that when I go to Gibson.
No, it's always been a referendum election on ruling party because they are not been doing well. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Then so I mean, the 2011 Ellen Jones said, "That's sort of winning the election anyway."
But but she won by default. It was a referendum on her part. I didn't see a sitting president that really did well.
They're not the right numbers. I can surely tell you that. Because CDC went to Nima County and they took more votes than the first election.
Where is their war room? Where is the CDC war room? Where is the CDC war room?
But why would I show you that war room? They told us not to even put the numbers out. They want us not to put the numbers out.
All right, but we don't have a war room.
I'm just saying, I want CDC to win, but I'm just saying this.
You coming from? You just concluded.
How will you say you want to see the poor war room? It's in the poor Amara corner. Who come and sit down and short for and be?
You guys fighting me.
The analysis is wrong. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Very wrong. So
I am making gates in the team.
So here is the thing.
The team twice.
Let me.
I know.
Now here is the thing. First of all, I was officially kicked out of Spoon last night. I was kicked out because when Amara Corner presented his Tabata, I did punch more holes in it, and because of that, they got mad and they said I can never appear there once the results have been announced. So I'm no longer going to go on Spoon, according to them, until all the tallies are done. And I'm not sure after all the tallies are done, I will have any interest in going back. So it was officially done last night by Stanton himself. And that was what I wanted. I mean, I would not run away if somebody tell me, you can say everything you want to say about me, but I will not run away. But if Stanton says you're not going to appear here again until all the countings are done, the final result is given, then there's no need for me to go there. But because the reason they took me out, because what Amara did last night, first of all, let's say what he did was a great innovation. And I think we can encourage that for independent-minded people to go and bring and crunch in the numbers based on the availability of tally sheets. But what he did last night was a hyperbole. They were trying to flame the fire of violence. Yep. What they were trying to do is to project a situation where they will put their followers, their listeners, their supporters in the frame of mind that if the election commission comes out and say George Weah is a winner, then the people jump in the street and say, no, our expert. In fact, they were using the computer. They had all the numbers and they were telling us. So last night, I asked 8 questions last night. I said, look, first of all, before you come and present something like this, you gave all bulk numbers for each county.
Yes.
I don't think it's sufficient. What you need to do is tell us, first of all, in the space of less than 2 weeks, how many people did you train? Now, I want to know how many people, because based on how many people you train, will tell us how many people are present in the county. For instance, in Grand Jeddah County, I was told that there was about maybe 70 or 75 or 72 polling places. If you train 2 people to go to Zwedru and give you results, I will not believe that result, because 2 people cannot go everywhere and get a result in a short space of time from the time the pool ended at 7 o'clock until 9, 2 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, and you gave me all these figures. How did you get them? Did they leave Zwedru and go to Biai or Town, or did they go to Glio, or did they go to Okunebo? Did they go to Otuawo and get all the results from there and bring it immediately and give it to you to compile it to determine that Grand Jeddah has all these numbers? So I doubted. So I began to punch holes. And the other question I asked was, how was these transmitted? How were these numbers transmitted to him? Did they send by internet, or did they text the numbers to him? So what he did last night, or before we close and before they kicked me out anyways, was he brought one tally sheet from one part of Moserado County and put it up. Who can I get any tally sheet from Moserado County? I want to see tally sheet. I told him, I said, I'm speaking about Grand Jeddah because I'm from Grand Jeddah. I'm interested in knowing. I said, did you go to Tuavo over there and get a tally sheet from there? Can you show it?
You want to go or blow?
What they did last night and they did today again was to inflame the fire of violence.
Yes.
So that when the election commission comes up and say George is the winner, then the election commission cheated, then George we are cheated, then the people go in the street, people die, people destroy property, and then Liberia is messed up.
That's
the first thing. Number two, what is happening is it's a shame for me, because somebody said it right now. They say, you ever see Republican announce that they win? No, they don't go out there and say we win. Democrat don't go there and say we win. They don't do that. The numbers are announced by the electoral commissions in the various states. They put out the numbers. You might dispute the numbers. So I said, look, you can be. It's not independent.
No.
Then what Amara doing was not independent. And I can go there too. Right now, you ask me, just say, getting poor figures together, George will be Joseph Boyka. I can do it right now. Yeah. And even show it too on TV.
Take your spreadsheet and you put numbers in there and send it around.
Yeah, I want it too.
I can just show it here now. I just flip the camera and start punching and say, print the wall. Look here, this one, that Grand Jada, 100, almost 100%, 99% poor whatever Joshua. Here, Maryland, 98% poor whatever Joshua, and gave you all the numbers. Were you gonna believe it? Because for Joshua right now, re-election, this is not the way it should go. Now, the last point I want to make to Balfour's point was the numbers. Listen, look at the counties that Boyka is leading George Weah. Look at the level of percentage that they claim Boyka is leading George Weah, and look at the percentage that George Weah is leading Boyka in the counties that he is leading. George Weah is leading by far. So if I'm leading you, for example, I'm leading you 15 points in the area I am. You're leading me 7 points in the area you control. Definitely, I have an advantage. So we have to look at the numbers very carefully. I'm not going to be here to say, well, Joshua won today. I'm not going to be ahead of myself. But I think Amara Coney, I think somebody said it, Amara Coney and his group are far ahead of themselves. What they did to be innovative, it may be a new way that the Election Commission can actually adapt that system and use it for people to be able to get a result that way, or for other people to get a result that way. But you can't use the system maliciously, because what they did was people are using it today. Somebody come and say, damn, my man, I'm not coming, my man. The computerized result the man are giving. You see how people can be easily complete? Computerized result. So they believe that anything that is in the computer is right, but they fail to know that what
somebody got to put it there.
So I disagree with Amara. I also believe that George Weah will win this election. It's in my favor for George Weah to win this election with everything. And first of all, Joseph Boyka is bad news for Grand Jada. And I have to say that here. Some people say I'm troubleless. Go ahead and say whatever you want to say about me. Joseph Boyka was vice president for 12 years. During that period of time, Grand Jadans were arrested. And just vice president, who is an elderly man, did nothing to intervene. Guys, if Joseph Boyka did something to intervene, that news would come out. Nothing high in Liberia.
And let me just add this. Let me add the principle while gives it on that. When he came here, I was president. Then we led our delegation, met in New York. I think we were about 16 number. Mr. Ramsey Wright, myself. Yeah, we went a big place in New York. And then before that, now I have staged our demonstration when he was vice president. So when we walked in a room that morning, immediately he noticed me. Then he started laughing. Then he said, because we went there to the same guys now, those guys that were in jail. The same reason we went there. And, so he said, oh, so you the spokesman for the people? I said, yeah, but also I'm the president. He said, oh, you the president? I said, yeah. He said, oh, okay. Now I know you're not going to behave like the way you behave to the whole there, right? So we laughed. So I talked to him concerning those people, and he promised us that it was bad when he goes back. He was going to sit with the president, and they were going to do something before he was not going to allow you to go. You remember? I think when the late Tabla Komo and Vicky Komo, I think they kind of related to him some kind of way. I don't Tabla Komo and his sister. I think that their uncle. So that how that connection was used to go there. So you're right. I mean, we should even say that. I mean, you're president for 12 years. We got people in jail for 13. So what the guarantee? And I will go ahead, give him sorry just for.
Gibson, you mute yourself. You mute yourself. We're not hearing you, Gibson.
Gibson,
don't be afraid. This is not spoon. I know, right? I'm not going to mute
you.
I can tell any Grand Jadian, the election of Joseph Boyka is bad news for Grand Jadian. This man will be in cabinet meeting, and when the grand jury name come out, there will be more than 5 to 10 or 15 cabinet ministers who will tell Papa lead the people there. And they will be
yeah.
They were not for all your leader. The government of Joseph
Grand Jury, no, they won't put them on people.
Will never turn to grand jury. I don't see the possibility. As a matter of fact, Joseph Boakai is very divisive. Look at the people around him. I know the guys that are around him.
And ungrateful too.
You talk about Colley, Anthony Kesseley, Larry Togba, John Molu, so Loma boys. I'm calling right now. These are people who are around Boakai. These are people who will run the government. Not only Grand Jury is going to be a bad news for, but Liberia. Look at the people that are around. This man will be sleeping.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah
get vice president who said we'll put in the way.
Yeah. They already got planned to see justice for Nima County. Yeah.
Let's go back to Bobby and go to Felicia. But let's make it one minute now. Let's grab my notebook.
I'll come back. I'll come right back.
All right, Felicia, what kind of name you get it to? Oh, Gallo. I thought you get Felicia Boakai. I thought
please, man, now you go there. Yeah, thank you so much, Gibson. Thank you, everyone. We're all heading to the same goal. Like I said to Bafa, I think his analysis is wrong because he's looking. I think he's probably looking at the wrong tally sheet. Everybody got a tally sheet. We have our tally sheet. We got war room, but the war room is not exposed to everybody. The numbers we are looking at, I mean, you can say CDC is in. CDC is some numbers are bad for him because CDC went into Boakai stronghold. The first election, I think we won maybe 20% of Nima's votes. But now we're up to 30-something%. So we did good there. We split the vote in Nima. Though he got more, but at least we got more than the first. So it's a Lofa County. So how is it looking bad for us? It's not looking bad for us. The first numbers, you see the results today that put Joseph Boakai in slight lead came from his stronghold.
Yeah, a Grand Crew are not announced today though.
Grand Crew, some part of Grand Jury was announced, but Grand Crew was not. They didn't touch Grand. They did not touch Grand Crew.
He started counting in Grand Crew very late, so Joseph Boakai right now only 5,000. I think 5,000 and change vote over we are.
He's 50. He's 50.
I'm looking at the percentage. I'm looking at the number of votes because if they're going to announce Grand Crew today, you're going to know. But they only announced 14 counties.
But that's what they do because they did it the first time. The first time when they read the first results from Nima County and other county, they take the piece from here, piece from there. So the total votes they announced today, they're the 20% of the total.
Yeah,
20% of 100 is 80 more percent.
33%. I mean, 22.33% votes were announced today. So you got almost.
But according to our spokesperson, our spokesman, Councillor Bala. Yeah, Councillor Bala. The sheet that I got from him, he says that the 20% of the votes. So,
yeah, 20%.
Yeah, it's 20%.
Chat room. I saw in the CDC chat room.
Yeah, so 80% is left.
So
now you talk about they ain't even touch Grand Crew and all those places. How can somebody come by and say Joseph Boakai will win this election? At the end of the thing about it, don't be surprised tomorrow that Joseph Boakai will be slightly in the lead again. But from Friday to Saturday, you'll see the bone share then coming. The big numbers will come, and they will just swallow all Boakai's numbers.
And I don't know. Let me just add this. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm taking somebody's space.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm on the map. You know, when you go to the next site now, you click the map. So when Bafa says that he look at my GB, I don't know whether they are number outside of what NEC gave, because what McGibby has here is just about.
But the brother say going on viral people pages and taking the talent sheets.
Yeah, so Joseph Boyka got 13,600 votes in McGibby, and we got 10,099. So it's 57%, 42%.
Yeah.
And McGibby is very vital to this election. McGibby and Maserado. Even if we don't win Maserado, it should be tied, but we have to win McGibby if we're gonna go through. Because the Basso and Roa said we're gonna win both. I strongly feel that we're gonna topple them in Bon County.
Yeah, Bon County, we won in Bon County.
McGibby is so they have in all those places they have already never done anything with the vote. But I want to come back to Amaral Connect and just to what Gibson was saying. You know, when you want to do these things and you want the whole nation to look at you, I expected him to have, if you want to be CNN, you come with a map, a whole map of the country. And you have pinpoint area where you have your people show all those things. Say, look, we got this is Grand G there. We got Bo and Plo, we got 2 person, we got 4 person in Glio, in Zawo or in Kunembo, we got this, we got that. And we have covered the whole country. We got 6,000 people that we train in the span of 2 weeks. We got listening to this evening. And anybody can put hole in those things. Somebody was asking me why CDC don't have war room. Who came here just now? Oh, Bafo, we have a war room. But we're not going to break down the laws. The only authority in Liberia that can announce any result is NEC. It's NEC.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, George, we are coming out tomorrow and telling somebody, say, I won the election, and then somebody change it, you know what's going to happen to Liberia? If somebody or George, we are campaign manager, announce tomorrow. So we already won this election without waiting for NEC. Then 2 weeks from now, NEC comes and say we won. You know what's going to happen? You know how many people are going to run in the street? We're going to have a Trump. The way Trump did it. You think Trump was stupid for announcing to the people that he won election? Because Trump wanted his people to go in the street. As a president, you have such a power, and you can't, that's why president, they have advisor over, because you can't get upset. Because you can get upset, even if you just call somebody in his bad way, people will go find that person and get rid of them. All because the president mentioned that person's name. So Amara is a personal friend of mine, and I told him today, I said, you can't do that. You cannot. You're speaking for Unity Party. You can't come on and say Unity Party won this election. If you are giving all your number to Spoon last night, and Spoon said, look, our sources within the Unity Party is telling us these are their numbers. That's fair enough. And that's what the people do, So we got to be steadfast. Our own number selling other winning. I could take all our number and put it out there tomorrow. I don't have authority to do that. But what does it do for us? They're going to come out. What I know, if we don't win the election, I'm going to accept it. But what I'm looking at, what we are seeing.
Do you think when the other people don't win, they will accept it?
Well, they'll be forced to accept it.
What do you think they will accept it? What are you saying?
They'll be forced to accept it.
Okay.
Greenfield, let me just say the entire second, then Bobby coming. Greenfield wrote today. Greenfield, we met that woman 6 years ago at the State Department.
The former ambassador.
And she and now because she wrote today, and Amara wants to make it seem like he's a friend of Greenfield. Why this guy? Why you always put yourself in this situation, and think that Amara stood in Philadelphia here and told the group that he has raised 400 million, 350 million to redo the hydro, and the hydro he was redoing, it was going to be the best in the region. It was going to be out of secure, safe water during the dry season. Like, bro, not going to suffer from current. Today, all of the things they don't come to fruition. So, so it is what it is. But I think CDC, we are being the mature party here. If the Edda Brown comes out and when I start getting afraid, when we get into 50%, and Maserado and McGibby, we are still shaking, then there will be a concern time for me to start getting concerned. If we get to 50% of the vote, and we are not ahead in Maserado and McGibby, because that is our map right there. We have to win McGibby hands down, and we have to be very aggressive in Maserado. Even if we cannot win Maserado, but we have to be 50-50. I submit.
Quickly, a point of correction.
My man.
Othello, because everybody that's still right now, I understand, but please, just 1 minute. I'm not going to take your time.
Bobby, let the man speak. The man need what mention.
No, become my man. When I made my point,
I'm not going to use my time. When you come on here, you gotta.
Just note it down.
Note it down, Bobby.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You see, my brother Balfour, I think he's in two minds. The reason I said that is that Balfour is playing this game, the call, where you are having a feeling of what you want to happen should happen, but the likelihood of what's going to happen is not possible. What the Englishman wishful thinking, that he thinks, because we know the game he's playing, he's still on the sideline. He really don't want to see CDC triumphs in this election. So to come on here and be prepared that you think CDC.
So is he like guessing like him too?
No, guess is not. Guess actually really want to. Guess what understand the issue. He wants CDC to actually win. Guessing high position, but look at everything. Look at the bigger picture. Guessing has no option because a lot is at stake. But my young brother, Balfour, two things is happening to Balfour. Balfour is either having a wishful thinking, or Balfour is having difficulty analyzing the political landscape of Liberia. Because to come on here, if I'm in Lofa County, as President Graham actually said, I think Gessie said that if I'm in your territory, if I'm winning, if I'm the margin, if I'm closing the margin, out of 100%, you are getting 70 or you're getting 60 and I'm getting 40. I'm doing well. But when you go to the southeast, in place of the Grand Jide, you're only getting 2% and I'm getting 95%. So that's the basic arithmetic. It shouldn't be a rocket science. And you come on here and say, oh, there's a referendum. When people have not even gone for 50% of the thing, it's like you are trying to, it's like you're having a wishful thinking that, oh, this will be a referendum. We understand, and the message is clear. That's why you see some of the generals in the CDC party, they fell along the way. The likes of Akaros Gray, the likes of the speaker, because not everybody on the CDC team were perfect. We had people then that were causing the party trouble. And I want to slightly agree with you, because why? The thing is that we shouldn't even be struggling. We should not even be struggling. But then again, you have to look at the two factors. The Nibians, the Kimbo, they're overwhelmingly supporting the song. That is giving them a number. The people in Lofa, they are behind Bouaka. That is giving them a number. Without Nima Kante Tana, the election was over. If Nima Kante, the road that Nima Kante is playing today, if Prince Johnson deny or other coerce his people, Tana, the elections are over. But we are where we are. So let's give this time. We are hopeful. But let's give these let's give Ned the chance today. I mean tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Then we can see in the picture where we go. But I'm hopeful that I know the southeast, the number coming from the southeast, it will be overwhelmed. Just where we'll get 30% in Nima Kante and he might get 40% in Lofa Kante. That alone should send a picture. I submit. There's somebody else coming.
Othello Balfour, then Gibson.
Thank you, Prince.
I want minute.
I want to pop Gessie on his back for what he just said, that bringing Bouaka on Liberian people is a bad deal, most especially for Grand Jide County. I challenge all the Grand Jides in America tonight. You hearing me? You then name the time, the hour, the date, the minute, the second. Joseph Bouaka ever visited Grand Jide County in 12 years' time. I repeat, Joseph Bouaka served as vice president 12 years. I was in Liberia. Then call the time, the year, the date. Joseph Bouaka went to Grand Jide County. Joseph Bouaka is a bad deal for Grand Jide. I put out one side. 2, Balfour. Look, Labrador electoral system is just different. I don't put a chance to no time because the chance to no time. Chance to no go 51. 51%, 50 plus 1 something. The how people say about chance to me out there. But when I came from Ghana, I went to Labrador. It was being held in town for that election in 2005. And let me tell you how it goes. Once you are leading party, once you are part governing party, Oh man, you have all the stress on your neck. Nothing you do that will sound good to the electrics. Always really bad, they can always suffer, they can feel a whole lot of latches. 2005, it happened to 2011. Now we are going to have a smooth ride at the ruling party. No. There are some other things we are going all day. You can't ride in the glass house. So you have to live by it. That is going. But if you look at what is happening, number one, go to Nima County. You think Prince Johnson and stupid people will be taking ballot boxes, they will be hiring ballot boxes there? They know what's happening, they know what's going on. Go see what happened in local country. Now all of them telling the medical that man who Thomas Fire defeated, telling people that when you see that man, you kill the man, you mob the man to death. Because too much is too much.
So the animals there.
Yeah, it just not going to be. So I'm just very sorry to see my grandchildren, brother and sister, who have never impacted lives of any grandchildren in grandchildren, or even their parents will be saying things that they don't even know about. That was a challenge. And telling looking people say when they ask us what we can get those sustained reason or supporting CDC. Who you have ever impacted life before? Why you develop people before your life? Then you're born.
You saw them for Minnesota, yeah. Then they put in the more people.
You don't think about the house ring. So it is why it left Buffer. So I'm telling you, rest assured, brother, this election here is a do or die. It's a simple majority. We don't want to win. We say, why margin to say, Georgia in 1 million, the man in 700? No. When Georgia gets 701, the man gets 700, Georgia win. That's simple majority election here. And election like election. Winning are winning. Now, all I have to say, Prince.
All right. Can I go now?
Yeah.
You see, the point you missed about what I stated is I'm not endorsing the victory of Joseph Boakai. We've been on your show and we spoke about it a long time ago. It's association with the like of Prince Johnson and the Jeremiah Kuhn statements they're making, and planning to antagonize the Crown people if they come to power, seeking justice for Nibalians. I think it was an unfortunate statement and nobody will support them. I try to analyze the way the result is going. And Bobby, who just, spoke against the statement I made, turned around and agreed with me. It's basic analysis that I'm saying. I'm saying your path to victory, CDC path to victory, is higher turnout in the southeastern region and hopefully low turnout in the Boakai stronghold. That is one of the paths to victory. Even Mr. Guion here spoke. You got to win Margibi. Bond County, where the vice president or the vice presidential candidate or the vice president comes from, you got to do well there. Here's the thing you got to understand. If the people in Margibi County can elect Nathaniel Magay as senator and split their vote, then I'm saying this election is a referendum on the government. And whenever you are involved in a referendum election, it means people are calling into question some of your policies and your achievements. It's very difficult to win such election. If you win, you will win, but it's an uphill battle. That's what you're saying. How is that a bad analysis? Let's be fair to each other. If CDC will win, they will win. But it's an uphill battle. Yes, it is. Because Otello, if you are a ruling party and you do extremely well, the vote will pay out by themselves because people will not want to replace the good thing that is going for them. We've been in this country. How is that a bad analysis? I think you just quit to Josh. I think the tendency and the spirit here is people want CDC to win, and therefore nobody must speak about, the difficulty it will take or the path it will take to win. And if we're having that kind of discussion, there is not analysis. Then why are we here? And we're not seeing it. Okay, believe me or not, Margibi County and Nathaniel Magay, a seditian, is a senator there, but Boakai is doing well. Well, maybe we'll say CDC will close the gap. Last time, Boakai did very well there. I like the result I'm seeing in Lofa County. CDC can project and see that Boakai getting 80,000 votes from Lofa and CDC getting 40,000. That's good. CDC might like to get 50,000 from Nima, But again, you will have to count on the fact that there should be low turnout. You understand? And that is not a bad analysis. I am not saying Bouaka must win. I don't want you to get it wrong. Don't misinterpret me. Listen to my English very well. I'm only analyzing why it's a little bit difficult for CDC. I asked for the war room to just conclude. I asked for the war room because Liberian people have a mentality. They love to see visual. Now, these guys put on a war room. It's a fake war room. Their numbers are not penny out, but it's almost looking credible. So put something out there. Let people see your analysis, because you play in a situation where you're not going to project victory like they did, but at least you will be talking with authenticity, or you'll be authentic in your analysis. We got this tally sheet. We don't get that tally sheet. We get this. All right. They are in the mind of the people. Therefore, you got to be in the mind of the people as well. How is that a bad thing? And so, guys, don't beat on me. I'm fairly analyzing the difficulties that CDC is actually glaringly having. You got to win Margibi. That's a fact. You got to do well in Bob County. That is a fact. And Bobby, you agree with me just now that yes, some of us, some of the guys did not win because little bit we don't do this and that. No. Every one of you just spoke against my one statement that I made. You don't love for people to analyze. We got to be objective. That's the point.
Gibson, please don't beat on Bafo.
The point I'm making here, Bobby, you agree with me. The reason some of the lawmakers did not cross over is because there was a referendum. There's a referendum on some of the achievements, and that's why you are now winning by even if a CDC win, it'll be a low margin. And when you see this situation in the debate, in analysis, is called referendum. That's what that word is for. It don't mean CDC will not win. If nobody understands it, that's what it is. I close my argument.
All right, Gibson. Why?
Okay. Thank you.
Why book on you traveling?
Yeah, they come in. I love that name
of the thing and all that stuff. Why are they? And
I love that name. I love that nomenclature. Travelers.
Like your stand or your way is a bad thing to the nation.
Bad for analysis.
No, it's not necessarily bad, Prince. If you define tribalists, it means one who is loyal to his own tribe.
Yeah,
I am loyal to Grand. I'm loyal to Crown people. They can call me tribalist all they want. The only thing I cannot accept is to be an ethnocentrist. An ethnocentrist is one who feels that his tribe is superior than other tribe, and other tribes deserve to be treated in a different way. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not an ethnocentrist, but I'm a tribalist. I love Crown people, and I will always do that. And so when they go somewhere and they say something nasty, and I try to take it from their mouth, they feel bad about it, and they call me tribalist. They can go ahead and call me tribalist. I don't regret it. Okay. In fact, I think I should call myself Gibson tribalist these days. I think that would be better.
Wanted a young need from there?
Yeah, I wanted a young and say Gibson the tribalist.
Don't let that deter you. That distraction techniques.
No, that distraction. I was talking about numbers later. Previously. Now, all of us know right now that the Election Commission has counted just 22.33% of the votes. So we are still far away.
Very far.
Okay? Yeah, very, very far away. But here are the initial indicators that we need to start to look at. In Bapolu County, for example, Joseph Bouaka is leading in Bapolu County, 55.45%. George Weah has 44.55%. And what is the margin? 10.9%.
10.9%.
That's the margin. Yeah. But let's go to Grand Jira.
Let's go to Grand Jira.
In Grand Jira, George Weah is leading by 9.09%. And Joseph Bouaka is leading by 10.91%. What is the margin? 78.18%.
But then Gibson, 1 minute before you continue. You're looking at the numbers of registered voters in Grand Jira and the numbers of registered voters in Margibi.
In Bapolu and Grand Jira, let me look at Bapolu and Grand Jira.
Grand Jira got 67,000.
Bapolu has 50,615. Grand Jira has 63,943. So Grand Jeda has more voters.
Yeah.
How many voters this run of Gibson? That's the key. How many voters in Grand Jeda in both counties this run of?
We don't know yet.
The election commission,
they didn't put it up yet.
The election commission did not specify how many people are the one that voted this time. So I think they are giving a number. But I'm just trying to tell you. Let me give you one more. Lofa has a lot of votes. Joseph Boakai has 67.91% at this point. Joshua had 32.44%. The margin is 35.4% between Joseph Boakai and Joshua in Joseph Boakai backyard.
All right,
35%.
Right.
Insano is considered Joshua backyard too.
Yeah.
Even though the vote in Lofa may be a little bit more than Sano, but Joshua has 83.67%. Joseph Boakai has 16.33%. Joshua has 67% margin over Joseph Boakai.
And my birthday in a butt. Yeah.
For every time you move from one place that Joseph Boakai is leading, you go to where Joshua is leading. Joshua is leading him by double digits.
Double digits.
Now, if you look at Lofa and Sano, Joshua is leading by double digits. If you look at Grand Jeda and Bapolo, Joshua is leading by double digits plus, almost triple digits.
Can you compare that to Nima? Let's look at Nima.
Let's look at Nima. Let me look at Nima. If you go to Nima right now, so let's say in Nima, Joseph Boakai is leading. Let me put it there. Let me write it so I can make mistake. If you look in Nima now, CDC has 49.29%. Joseph Boakai has 50.71%. What is the margin?
Marginal far.
No, the people are listening. We want to convince them that the way Amara Corner was giving his number is intended to deceive the people because he doesn't have all the numbers to crunch.
Amara Corner, who told in less than
the
9 hours, he has 60%
the margin is Joseph Boakai is leading by 1.42%. 1.42%. So you leading. Look at the margin in Nima right now. They are fighting. Of course, this is just 22.33% that have been announced. But you see how Joshua is choking onto him. Even in Lofa, last election, Joshua had 34% plus, choking the man in his own town.
Yeah.
But now, only 22% are there, and Joshua has already 32%. We are still counting. So it depends on how the votes are coming in the next 2-3 days. When we reach to the 75 mile, then we'll know exactly who's going to win this election. Because when we get to 75% mile, we'll know that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not looking at American number.
That was a premature or the declaration to say this is a premature declaration to say this is a referendum on the sitting government. Because
I don't know why you have to come into the world. I'm
coming.
But let him go ahead. I'll get in. Let him go ahead.
So what I was saying is that
the man going after Bafo, then you won't get a mention.
No. You're not coming after me. You have problem. I think they have problem with the world referendum. You have problem with the world referendum. That's the issue you have.
Yeah, listen.
You have issue with me.
Small world down there. That's what I'm saying now. Let me talk now. I'll give you a chance to talk. We're not questioning now.
I know.
You're talking about analysis. So this is what I'm saying. I think you made a premature declaration to say this is a referendum because why? It is too early. It is too early to call this a referendum. And what I'm saying, I think you have a poor analysis of the political landscape or the voters across the length and breadth of Liberia. Because how did you come out to say all of a sudden this is a referendum? Because you have to have the numbers. Let's say, let me put it in simple terms. Let's say Boakai was dragging George Weah in the southeast and dragging the man all over the place with even the first 22%, then you say a referendum. But wherein George Weah is doing well in Lofa County, the main stronghold. And he's doing well in Nima County. And even the Manor Belt, I can tell you this time around, the Manor Belt, the first vote that happened October 10th, this time around, it was going to be very, very different because the Manor Belt, they were giving ample time for the people to go back to explain to them. So the vote that is going to come in Nima is going to be different from the first one that happened on the 10th of October. So this particular time, Nima, Georgia will do extremely well. So what I'm trying to say, I think we should hold our guns to come out to declare or proclaim, say, this is a referendum on the government where the numbers, they're invariable, there is no wide margin or any kind of great divide to say it's a referendum. I think it's a premature declaration. I think you should hold your gun for now. That's just my viewpoint.
All right.
Okay, let me come back with more information. Let me come back with more numbers.
But Gibson, people are saying the thing you are reading is what's this guy Abraham? He said, but that the UP number they post from their war room. You are reading of show us your numbers from your war room. Are you saying that the number Amara Conan and Poor and what you reading? Is it you reading out those numbers for NEC website? And Gibson.
Yes, I'm reading. Let me send the link to you. Let me send a link to you.
It's right before me. It read before me. I've seen it. What you reading? I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't know why would somebody when you're not in Amara Conan and War Room. Why would you go read?
I don't know how will I get a number from Amara Conan War Room when I'm not in Amara Conan War Room.
Yeah, be looking at different. They're looking at different numbers.
Yeah. I'll send a number to you. But let me go back to the numbers. I'm gonna give you number from Grand Bassa County. I'm going to give you number from Grand Bassa County, and let's look at some of the margins that we are looking at. For me, I'm interested really in the margin. I'm really interested in the margin.
Me too.
So let's look at Nima, for example. I think we called Nima. Joseph Boyka is leading by 1.42%. In Bon County, remember Joshua won Bon County first election. So in Bon County, Joshua has 54.10%, or I'll just do 10 and 12 and stuff like that, so it will not confuse you. 4.10%. Joseph Boyka has 45.90%. Now the margin is 8.2%. Yeah, just hover your mark your to do over the county. You will see where they're getting the number from. You just put your to do over the county, you see the numbers. Then in Grand Bassa County, now the Bassa people are still unable to team Joshua in Grand Bassa County. We got Darrell Dillon. We have how you call it? Kanga. We have all the other people from Steve. All of them from Bassa, but they are unable to team Joshua. In Grand Bassa County, if you put your to do over Grand Bassa County, print double, you will see the numbers. You see the number from Grand Bassa 50. Joshua have 59.92%. Joseph Boyka have 40.8%. So the margin is 19.84%. The point I'm trying to make, if Joseph Boyka is getting few margins in the places that he is leading, Joshua is needing more margins in the places he is leading, and that is a takeaway from the number itself. It's a takeaway from the number itself. So I don't believe that Amara Conan numbers are correct. He might have some good numbers there, but I don't think they are trying to inflate the numbers so that the people can follow them, their followers can listen to them, and then at the end of the day, when the election commission declare Joshua president as a result of winning the votes, then they jump in the street, then they destroy people's property, then they go after people who have no business with Joshua winning the election.
Right.
Then they destroy the country, then they put our country back in turmoil. And I think that is a bad thing. We should all speak against it. But listen to me, people that are using fire don't care what happened in Liberia. The main guy will want property in Liberia. And those of you who got property in Liberia, those of you that property in Liberia, you should start worrying because people that didn't care. He didn't care. The man got no property in Liberia. The man got one lot that he get by my daughter.
And guess in the Nima County, we just got 17.23% of the votes out of the 736 polling places.
Exactly.
They got 127 polling places where Joseph Boakai got 25,300. And Joe, we are. I mean, Nima County, they gave Joseph Boakai some votes out of those stuff.
They gave some votes, and we're still hopeful because we got a whole manor belt who might not vote for Joseph Boakai because what happened in Nima. You know that all the people that were elected in Nima, they were all Gio people.
Yeah.
They're all Gio people. So what Prince Johnson did was he divided Nima. He advocated for more Gio people to be elected and to silence the Mano people. They understand that language. And I have the feeling that this whole Sanikole area, coming all the way, you know, they might be.
Gibson, 1 minute. Are we seeing the replay of the Lofa senatorial election where they were counting from the guy who United Party that was counting the vote from the main stronghold? The guys were in the war room that is seen. I think Jala, eh?
Yeah, Jala.
Jala represents the CDC.
Jala,
that Joseph K. Jala.
Yeah, so Jala.
Oh yeah. Joseph K. Jala.
But I think CDC won by 35% in Nima County.
When they went in the main stronghold,
and Joseph Boakai got 65.
They went in the main stronghold. Then they start to. The
first election, we didn't even reach 30.
Yeah,
Nima is a toxic ground. Nima is a toxic ground, we understand.
It's a battleground, yeah.
It's a toxic ground for George Weah. The reason being that Prince Johnson still is a factor in Nima County. Not only Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Coon is a factor in Nima County. Remember, Jeremiah Coon won as a representative. He got followers. He won as senator, county-wide. He has followers. Prince Johnson won. He got followers. So Jeremiah Coon followers, Prince Johnson followers. They are going beyond Joseph Boakai. That is a great factor in Nima County. But the fact that George Weah, if George Weah can win 30 to 30,
it took some numbers from there.
If he can win 30 to 40% in Nima County, he only called Joseph Boakai.
Yeah,
he only called Joseph Boakai because if you look at it,
he won 35, I think.
Nima County vote. Nima County got 307,000. Let me go back there. I think that the other county. Let me go back there.
Let
me go to Nima County vote. I want to get a correct number. Sorry. Nima County had 307,254. They counted in the southeast, including River Cess, have 307,265. If you take Nima vote from the southeastern vote, you will have 11 votes left. That will be the overage. So Nima and the Cess County, they got almost the same amount of votes. We don't know how many people voted. We don't know how many people didn't vote because second round has a kind of vote fatigue. They got vote fatigue. So we don't know. The other factor I want to talk about before I stop and give somebody a chance to talk is the tracking of people. Let's look at the tracking of people. So, So Yeke, I'm going to take it from Yeke Koluba because he's selling in your own mouth. Yeke Koluba said when he was angry speaking, he said, "Do you know I'm going to disappoint the thousands of people that came from Lofa and Bond that came here to make me to win this election." So my antenna was raised.
They didn't vote for him.
Voters came from Lofa to register in District 10. Thousands of voters came from Bond to register in District 10. So Yeke Koluba was able to get more than 10,000 or whatever vote. Now, Yeke Koluba is representative. Those voters have gone back to the places they took them. Do you believe that Yeke Koluba went and brought them back to vote for Joseph Boakai? No. The same votes that then they will not be there. So the real people in District 10 now will be the one that will be voting. But guess what? There's the other advantage. CDC may have tracked people from one district in Monrovia and put them in district number 10 for the purpose of bidding Yeke Koluba. Those people that are registered, they are close to Monrovia. So they can still go back over there, take their motor back and go there and still vote. Or CDC has the money for them to bring their voters back to be able to vote, and district number 10 will produce more votes for George Weah than you have thought.
Thank you.
Good point.
Thank you,
Good
Gibson
point.
Jerry, for that website.
Me just come in so again. Go drink water. Me just come in.
You going to the pump to pour the water?
But go drink water for you without choice.
No. I love to talk.
The man want toy boy, man. Don't toy boy, Richard.
Big, yeah, man.
No. Prince, you see, you made mention the name of my people. You said Othello mother people. And for me, I just want to keep far from them because I don't want to
keep far from my people.
The reason I won't keep far from them is
you're going to men and jack anything and carry it traditionally. Nobody will run behind you.
When I get married, they will buy a cow for me. This will buy my cow while getting married. So when I buy more of them now, tomorrow I won't get married. They will not buy my cow.
Oh, you want JD Snaga then, Bablo then to buy cow.
I leave it to some people that lead them, let them be in peace. But you can engage them, but I will not engage them. I will not engage them because I want my cow.
Yes, sir, have the two some people voted.
My man, why the two some people gave Joseph got 2 votes?
2 votes, one of the votes.
The people in there, the real people in there.
Joseph got 2 votes, some gave Joseph got 1 vote.
Man.
Yeah, the issue about is that
got 1 vote.
I don't usually do the thing.
We want to know who voted for that. We want to know who voted for that 2 vote where it came from.
Maybe that 2 vote, maybe that Richard Bablo and Jenny Snaga.
Maybe that Jenny Snaga and reality.
No, the 2 vote from my town, one at Jerun Jai. He left from Philadelphia when they try to go convince the people. And I told my people, say, Alan deal with them. So my people, Alan was dealing with them there. So I won't vote that.
Nobody voted for Joseph Boateng in my town.
Bobby, what is the point of the man going there in the first place, Kissy? You went there, you're going to get about 2 votes. That's what you left Philadelphia for?
Go eat the pot and go eat the pot, go there in town.
But Prophet Key said Friday, because it's Grenadier.
Gibson, Jerry, Bafford, Bobby Tory, and you're not here last night. Do you guys know anybody that ate Prophet Key good? The cow
that good all that
cow.
Who ate Prophet Key good?
That's a Friday, because people who ate cow.
The man said the way he killed cow.
Then why you call them?
But the numbers the man seen from Grand Union, the number is that you expected from 1,500 for cow.
Tell me. Now why the boy accept the Prophet Key cow? Why you accept the Prophet Key coming cause our people there for nothing, man? Ego.
That meat, the poor gotta eat it.
Eba. That from Prophet Key go to the milk here. Your home blame.
Go ahead, take that number.
The man said you're digging the people.
Prophet Key in 2010, 2011, 2012, Prophet Key and myself, we have been fighting on Facebook for a long time. He used to have this habit of putting things out against Grenadier, like he called General Wright, that General Wright killed 500 people at the JFK. He named different crime people. And so he and myself went back and forth, and he stopped. And I stopped writing against him. And then Fadika and his brother, they started, and I fought them for almost 3 years, and I was able to delete their Facebook page from the Facebook. I don't know how I managed, but I did it.
Okay? And I know TMZ
or
TNY.
Yeah, they call it TMZ Solution Room.
Yeah.
So the only way I could do it was to feast Hassan Fadika. And he went and put an email inside, and I got it. And I was able to delete the Facebook, their account. And
the way I did Bobby, then one time toward the whole page.
Friends, I allow you to do it. So don't allow your cyber guru. I allow you. I don't want to give you the password to do that account. So don't even allow you.
I persuade you. You knew very well. That's why Debbie Dion said, Bobby, you don't
I always tell people Prophet Key is a nuisance in the Liberian community. He's a nuisance.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard-headed nuisance. Okay,
but they say that
he has cost my wife. He has done everything he want to do. But I can always tell people, a nuisance like Prophet Key in our ballot politics
Yes.
People should not be giving the kind of people credence.
I tell you all.
Because they make they debase, they diminish, they destroy the very fabric of our political life, our political dispensation. Everything that we stand for in our life, for you to give a nuisance, like Prophet Key, the opportunity. Well, how can who eat Prophet Key cow in Nigeria?
Guess this is the word.
Yes,
Liberians are peculiar kind of people.
Peter Solo that ate a man cow. Who is Peter Solo? I am former representative senator and Peter Solo was eating a cow yesterday drinking beer. I'm telling you.
The man bought a cow 1,500. It's a brown cow with
brown cow hanging the tie right in front of Peter Solo.
Oh, I want to go Zibu.
Yeah, Peter Solo sharing the meat. They were sharing the meat.
Oh my God!
The vote they received from Great.
You know what Peter Solo? Peter Solo is against Joshua because Peter Solo was superintendent when Ellen was there. So when Joshua became president, he decided to bring his own superintendent. It became Peter Solo's problem. And the same thing.
I want that Josh Solo brother.
So
then, what do you expect?
What wrong with these Solo people then?
What do you expect?
You see there now, you attack the Solo people. Well, guys, listen. Good analysis.
I just questioning. A lot of things. When you attacking, are we going attacking?
Bafa, do you have more data sheets?
Well, no, man. Listen, I've done my analysis. I know CDC will win, but I just know it's going to be an uphill battle, and everybody here knows that the fact you guys don't want to accept, you got to accept it.
No, why would we not accept it? We accept it. We know these are difficult situations.
How your general lies?
Okay, so that's the point I was trying to drive at. Like Gibson was saying, if, for example, I look in Lofa County, they put 22%. No, they got the polling places that they tallied 22 polling places. You take that 22 divide by the number of the balance of polling places. You take that number and multiply by the results that Georgia get. You can project. You can project and see that maybe Georgia get 40,000. No, it's just a logic. Listen. What I'm saying is, in places the Lofa County where if we want to project how much Georgia will do there a little bit, if Georgia can come up with half of what Bwaka will win, which is about 40,000 votes, and do about 50,000 votes in Nima County, that is the cushion to make to get the southeastern region to put Georgia on a path to victory. We just got to talk with this number and see if, for example, like I was telling you, out of the total number of polling places in Lofa County, just take the number of polling places reported, take that small number, divide by the bigger number, the result you're going to get multiplied by the number of votes that Georgia gets. You can now see, okay, perhaps we will be in 40,000 votes if all is said and done in Lofa County, which is not going to be a bad thing for WIA. You can replicate that in Nima County, then that will give the cushion, that big vote in the southeastern region. It will give him a path to victory, giving into consideration what you're going to have in Margibi and Bond County. That's my analysis, and we should be fair about that.
No, that's not, you see the analysis you're making. We are not against it. We're not saying what we are saying is this. We know that these elections are going to be an uphill battle, and that's why we are not relaxed. That's why we're not resting on our laurels. That's why we are not sleeping or comfortably. We know it is an uphill battle. These elections are very close. But what we are saying is that for you to come on here, where there is only 22% counted in the overall election and say this is a referendum, well, I see that as a stratagem, as like a corny statement or wishful thinking. Like like what you are wishing for is for George Weah to be dragged, but knowing the reality in the longer run or in the final analysis, George Weah will not be dragged. So I thought I saw your statement as a wishful thinking.
No, then you are wrong. Sir, then you are wrong.
That's my observation.
Then that attack you're using there where... No. I will interrupt you a little bit, brother. Listen now. That's bad when you do that, Bobby. When you do that, when you project, you're feeling like that, then it's almost like you are attacking somebody. Don't say I have a wishful thinking, like I'm wishing for just we have to fail and lose the election. You know, your perception is aggressive. That's not good.
You have to respect that. We have to.
No, I can't respect it. I will not respect that. I will counter after that.
Brother, you can't do this, man. We're not on LU campus. We can't. This is okay. Right. When you're talking, people listen. That's why people we listen. This is a civil platform. Let's not do this. When you're talking, I gave you a chance to make your point. And when I'm talking, I expect you to do the same. When I'm done, you can come back. You have the time to debunk what I'm saying. That is my observation, and you should respect that. We are not in an autocratic or autocratic platform. What I'm saying is this: my belief. What I think, my observation is that
just for the record, Bobby, nobody will be kicked out of here tonight.
Okay.
So give it just do already.
Bafo, we're not kicking you out. Stay here with you. Stay here. I want to know where you really got to sheets. Those sheets.
Yeah. You see,
you're not fabricating those sheets.
Bafo is a smart guy. But that's
yeah, he is. He's a smart man.
He's a smart guy. But what I'm saying, I understand body language. I understand what people try to be. They try to be corny. Yeah, you try to be corny. The words that coming from you is corny.
Yeah.
I can tell you where you stand. Listen, my man, and we respect that. We want opposition on this platform. We respect your opinion. You know, Grantina, we can never drive our own way. We can never sideline you. We cannot excommunicate you. And we want opposition, people that will counter our statement. And that's and I want you to do that. But I just want you to come clean. Don't say, "Oh, I want just we have to win." Or
it'll be hot.
You're not playing with my man. You are playing with people that are deeply embedded in the streets. We are deep in the street. We understand people. When we talk to people, we know where they come from, and I respect that. I want you to have an opposing view, so we can't just be so say one. But when you come here and say, "Oh, the thing to the 2% count and say it's a referendum," then you kind of, it's a red flag for some of us. Where is he getting his number from? I mean, how is he analyzing these things? Then we try to question.
The question I want you to ask Bafo to never be, where you want to do a CDC war room? Where you want to do it? You're asking for it. Where you want to do it?
Why I want to do it? Otello. It's the psychological mind. You see, the guys, when Gesing started, I think Big Brother Fred was the one speaking, right? People almost believing the fabrication that Amara Conner them putting out there. These things have something to play on supporters. Okay, if you don't have people analyzing the talent sheets are always available down there. They are not hitting.
I think that the main reason no guy keep Gibson out of the spoon.
Yeah, so you see my point is
influencing certain people, they're
conditioning the mindset of their supporters. When CDC get a clear path to victory, like we're saying just now. Now CDC come out and win, and some of these guys who not very refined out there being listening and soaking up these numbers, they get out there. So you got to always counteract in this public argument. Library election is not like here. Most library don't reason like we're doing right now. We can disagree and laugh. Some people take it very serious, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like I want to see their secret sauce.
One good thing I want to tell you tonight, the whole election in Liberia, trust me, it will end the Supreme Court.
God forbid, but Prince, that's the thing.
They may not go to Supreme Court.
You see the guy
why you say God forbid? The men already get a backup plan.
But Prince, you see the guy that wants to the kick. The reason they kicked or Gibson out is that Gibson is making this case. It's like you decide today, say, "Oh, Prince," you say, "Oh, Prince," Prince say, "Oh, them a woman here, I don't want a woman here again." Then you still got people in the background, is my man, just forgive the woman. The how Gibson looking at the show. Mama, just forgive the woman. The people don't want yet. You want yet to put them begging you. You already move on with your life. You want a woman yet. Then guessing they're making the case. They put on yet. They think guessing talking because guessing trying to put saying a Gary. They have that. They won't have that mindset that anything happen. They don't want to accept anything ordinary besides them. Besides you winning. So when Gerson coming there and questioning Amara's numbers, questioning the way he went about getting his numbers and things, it's like, what you got doing here? You're taking from here. So that decision was not only based on Stanton.
No, call him back.
That decision came from all the way from Monrovia.
I think you're right, Bobby.
Listen, you know Stanton might have a bad behavior, or, being fraudulent, whatever. But Stanton is a nice person. He's a jovial and he like to be entertained. He tried to keep it on our show, but the pressure was too much, especially when you started to question the people in the chief strategists. The chief strategist in Amara Corner, you try to punch hole in the man analysis and thing and what he was proffering. They saw the call came from Monrovia. They said, that man would destroy. That call wasn't from Stanton. That call came from Fireplace.
Stanton may not be everything, but Stanton is smart.
Yes.
Stanton did well by keeping me during the debate time because I joined them in the second round. So by the time I joined them, it was sufficient for me to be able to put up argument. But now, doing the numbers presentation, if I begin to punch holes in the way they bring in the numbers, then it corrupt their followers. That is why they say, well, until this whole thing, until the announcement is done, Gibson is not going to be here. But I know it's going to tell me, my man, we don't want you here anymore. You destroy I will put this in our Gary.
Oh,
so I understand that. And Stanton has a lot of pressure on.
Yes, and that's not the first time. I want to tell you,
they're very strong.
The first time the man engaged you again, when you go in our girl who laughs, she was in the hall, they took the man ballet, they took battle ballet, they came to the battle on her lap, they go to the hospital, JFK. She was just jumping from place to place, and you get her again. It hurt them because you make the Western look simple as they on the Western stand.
Yeah. That's the problem, and to be honest with you, I don't do it just because I want Joshua to win. I do it because our people need the truth. We need to educate them, not just
they deserve the truth.
But how can you just go out there and just say anything you want to say? What America is doing, to be honest, it can bring war.
Yeah.
What he doing, it can bring war.
Yeah, it's not
good. No, that thing he's doing can bring war.
He's already finished convincing his followers. Thousands of followers. Some of them former combatants. Yeah. You see what Judge Bob Nigga was doing? Telling because men who are ready to move and all the kind of thing. But I just look at him and laugh because it looks like he probably want down and why he want.
I thought you said he was converted pastor. Why is he doing that?
Yeah, I can tell anybody.
Somebody said it. Somebody said, you know, that boy nigga ready to die.
Let him go and put a sign in the street and say, you want for Joseph Boy guy. Then that boy nigga was doing during the war. I think they're coming to be exposed now. So the problem we have is, and Bafo is trying to provide a little bit of critical analysis so we can also, him, because Bafo, no, I don't see this as a referendum. Here is why I don't see it as a referendum. And I didn't defend George Weah from the beginning. I was with Gonglo. But the 2 weeks was not sufficient for me to be able to provide analysis. Listen, from the day George Weah took over, everyone in Liberia, there are different sector of people that think that they have the right to bomb up George Weah. When Ellen was there, Ellen received almost $44 billion. Almost $44 billion during the process, the 12 years. And in addition to that, almost $44 billion, there were United Nations, the UNMIL. UNMIL had thousands of employees that they were paying US dollar.
Yep.
They Save the Children, all the international Medicine Sans Frontier, all the international NGO, they were in Liberia, they were employing people. A lot of people were working from different sectors. When Ellen was leaving, the entire United Nations left. All the international community or organizations that were getting contract from United Nations, from UN, UNMIL, they no longer get a contract. They all folded and left. Now they left George Weah on to the Liberian people. The only source of providing job now was the government. Because you first have to find the civil community, the business community to be able to be strong to absorb people. But the business community was already full. People were already working. So they couldn't absorb more people. Then the government said, okay, let's employ some more people. Now, it can't employ everybody. The government will employ people at a certain level. Now they get stuck. So now Costa and others are going on protest, telling the Liberian people, this men are able. You see you're suffering, you don't get job. Well, who make them not get job? The United Nations made them not get job because the UN withdrew, the international organization with NGO withdrew. Everybody who were working, they're no longer working, they now live on handouts. So anger begin to flare.
Yep.
Anger begin to flare.
Frustration.
So I believe that there were a lot of people who had an interest by destroying George Weah. He would not be elected for the second term. And so he struggled. In fact, let me tell you something. Joshua is really, really popular in Liberia.
Yes.
Joshua should not have been the way we're talking right now. We should have seen the first round Joseph Boga won and the whole ball game is finished. But Joshua is actually popular. If he were not popular, if the people didn't believe in him, if his followers don't believe in him, this election was a one round.
It was over.
It was a one round. But I agree with you that if he defeated, then it becomes a referendum. If he's defeated, it becomes a referendum because then it's Liberian people decided that he can no longer serve them. They let him go. But as far as I'm concerned, Joshua is still fighting. And I didn't even expect him to do this. I was expecting one round. The noise that was coming from the opposition.
Yeah.
I tell you, my man,
And the kind of opposition too. The opposition alone. Opposition alone.
So I mean, to be honest,
I have a question for you.
Okay.
So I don't want you to dodge the other question, Casey. So what do you make of the cow that people kill in Israel? Don't dodge the topic here, Casey. Because Friday coming.
Let me just say this. Anyone who ate a cow, you are as stupid as Prophet Key is. You are a nuisance as Prophet Key. Who is Prophet Key to back cow and tell the graduate? Are you kidding
me? Man. I know.
Are you kidding me? Prophet Key buy your cow and send it and you're killing and eat it? What does that say about you people? This man's a nuisance.
But that true, Mr. Jeru, that true who get that man able to send the money to Grand there. Which one of the unit? Which one of the people from that came from our back that I went to? You gotta follow the money. Follow the money. You want everything. You gotta go after the money. The money. Where did the soul? Who was the cavi? I mean, who was the conduit? That through who the money went through. How did the money get to Grand there? Burkina just sent the money. Somebody from our midst. Somebody. You know, we have people there with no certain people there. And I can put my hand on chopping board right now. 2 individuals springs out. I'm not going to say on here because the people there are already vexed. Who did Prophet Key contact to send that money to?
Call the names.
No, I have my suspect. I have my suspect. And
who is the prime suspect?
They put in a going around
the right from Peter Solo us. They want to kill a cow. They know the video. They were sharing it right there.
Are you trying to implicate Bafo again?
No,
Bafo got no clue about the other one. He got no clue.
Maybe that Richard Pablo or Dustin Kine and Mami Evangeline Ta.
What will they went to their mind?
JD Snaga.
No, I
asked the question. I want everybody to answer. So when they brought a cow, they both called meeting. Jeremy, one Prophet Key back cow for us to eat.
Yeah.
Ask Sister Felicia to answer that one.
You know how they call it, sir?
No.
Gibson, they call it, said a free position.
Well, I really have a question for the people that are supporting the Unity Party. My question for them, if they are listening, is, policy, politics is interest, right? Where your interest lies. With the kind of comment this guy is making, how is that going to, how is that comfortable? That for me, that's my question. How is Jeremiah Kun statement, saying that
the hatred for president, we are covered out of that. They don't care what happened to the Grand Juda people.
I think it's being a little bit civil with the question. Put it this way. what is an individual like J.D. Slinger thinking to align with somebody who caused Samuel Doe here? Who killed Samuel Doe?
No, they don't care for Samuel Doe's life.
The likes of people that enjoy Samuel Doe government.
I say so.
People
They don't
really
care.
enjoy the gravy. The likes of J.D. Slinger then. And then the question was to ask them, how does it feel to align with somebody who slaughter your cousin or somebody from your own town? We that were from TNJ, we feel bad. We are hurt. We feel the pain, the agony. We still feel the
know they can still defend those people. They were defending Jeremiah Kun the other day. They may take Grand Jury people.
That creepy cry when someone will cry, calling for ear. Oh, we still feel that thing in our gut.
The guy who carried the cow to Grand Jury. The guy who say you kill Gibson Jerry, the guy who say you kill Costa's son. Tumete Sonny Ball Smith. He get right under the sign where say welcome to Zweju City.
So that's the thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. How would you want to do such a thing? Anybody can align with anybody. Anybody for Grand Jury, I will understand. But the likes of J.D. Slinger, people there that were in the government, that were enjoying the gravy, that would do all the time, and you have the guts, and you want to align yourself with the likes of Prince Johnson. I mean, how can people be so how can be so dark like that?
But Robert, don't you know if your horse don't sell you, the street will not buy you?
I don't get it. So I don't get it.
That some kid don't die in the hand. Those people were the same people were the same one that saw something.
You know.
Somebody made a comment. I want to.
Gibson Jerry will answer that question. You know here. I'm putting Gibson here. I'm gonna put Gibson. There was certain time I've been following Gibson for a very long time on the Facebook here. Even though Gibson, I said the first time I met Gibson was in your brother's apartment or what if Jerry in Brooklyn Park. But I've been following him. Gibson Jerry was digging out that story. The person that placed the call to Samuel Doe that money.
Yeah, we know.
But then Gibson Jerry was told from behind the scene with traditional people influencing the process. Gibson Jerry went quiet.
Prince, I know.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened.
See what Boone told me before he died when I came to America newly. I was looking at some of those pictures in the public living room in New Jersey Pacific. I was feeling bad. He said, my son, we know who plays the call. He called the name. And it will stay with me. And I know the family. That people that were very, very close to Doe.
Can we change the letter?
But for me, I already put it out there. I can't be afraid to call it anymore. Yeah. William Blay was the one who placed the call.
That's the name.
I told him to get out.
That's the name.
Look, let me tell you something. There were too many forces that told me to back out. Too many forces that told me to back out. And I couldn't resist all of them. I wrote the first article. I wrote part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Then it became serious. Then people started calling me. And then later on, I had to back out. And the reason I was doing that, people think I was going against my own crowd. People, no, I was not. I was trying to tell a story, and somebody came and started to tell that Emma Bablo wrote a nasty piece about me that I am the one that caused Grangians to die in Morovia. And that thing pissed me off because Emma Bablo was the one who sent Charles Giroux to Morovia. They don't want to raise the money for Charles Giroux to go to Morovia when Ekman was over there. And he said he was a chairman of the Horizon movement. So I'm wondering if you can look at Ekman in the town and tell Charles Giroux to go and overthrow. You look at Gibson, who was just a journalist, and say he's the one that killed. I want to get Grangians killed. No, that was to do. But there's something somebody wrote here. Abraham Massacre Gongenu Zoa. He wrote something that is very important. He said, we the Nima people, we are not against Grangians. I beautifully love that. The only thing I want Abraham Gonganu Zoa to do is to encourage Grangians to live in Nima, villages, to live in Nima towns, to live in places where Gio and Manapo are living without molestation, without any trouble.
Intimidation.
Even in my village, We have Gio people living in our villages. They go to our farm. They marry to our sisters. We are the one that's supposed to say we don't have anything against Gio Emmanuel. We should be saying that. Not people like Abraham Gongano Zoa. We should be telling Liberians that we are the real reconcilers. We are the one that believe in reconciliation. We are the one that are not troublists or ethnocentrists. We are the one that put in unity. So we can't take lesson from anybody from Nima. If you go to Grand Jada right now, our injury holiday. I even walked 2 steps. I saw three to one Mano guy and 2 Gio guy. Oh, Mr. Jerry. I said, oh, so Mama, thank you very much. You are our brother. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm Mano, I'm Gio man. I said, oh, great. You guys are living here. How is it played? Oh, everything fine. We're living in peace with our neighbors. That is what Grandians preach. Now I want to see grand people living in Blodiala without molestation, without embarrassment, without
intimidation.
I want to see them living in Toatan. I want to see them living in Zwolle. I want to see them living in places, and they not embarrass them and they not trouble them, and let Grandians bring the news. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's how we love each other. And for us, nobody can preach unity to us. We are the embodiment of unity.
Yeah. And transformation.
Yeah. So, to what you just said, no, you come in. To what Mr. Geru just said, that's the thing. Most of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, they don't know when they're ready. They just be saying, we beyond Georgia, we know that college, we know what for us. That kind of work. Because they are not informed about what's going on in the county. They've been disconnected with the county.
Somebody play me in the bar. Please call it
off. What Jesse just said just now, I would love for them to listen to our journalists, well-renowned journalists, or assistant journalists, or veteran journalists.
Abraham Mashekwa Gongaru, he say the people are welcome anytime.
No, anytime they go there,
not
they can
be not by words, by deeds.
They can welcome people, and they say.
But you know they have so many Nimayans in Grand Jida County with businesses. They got businesses there. One of them told me when I was on my way to Grand Jida, and we stopped to I think we stopped to Ganta, or going down there, or Vivian T and myself were going. It was late, so we decided to sleep to Ganta. No boys, I said, we're to their checkpoint. I said, we won't park our car here until in the morning. They be them, no, they play in a hotel, you go find a hotel. So just in that time, Vivian saw some guy she knew. So Vivian asked the guy, said, we're asking people that just won't park our car here until in the morning. We won't travel through Nima in the night. The guy said, but nothing wrong with that. So the securities now that told us that we should leave, the guy that we spoke to was over there. So now then they came to us, oh, we're sorry. When you say you're going there, we just got scared. So I said, okay. We started, I said, why? Yeah, they said they were scared. So I said, but why are you taking? They said, we're taking jumping deer. That entertainment place. I said, okay, I take 20 bottles. Those people drank that thing.
Deer.
Jumping deer, that liquor, they had liquor they were drinking. So I said, they might take 20 bottles. Those people drank that thing. They people started confessing that night. They say, you know what happened? One of their elders came and said, look, we run the Crown people. We run the Crown people. The man explained the story to us, Vivian and myself, how this conflict started with we and Nimayans. So we are brothers and sisters.
Our sisters say we'll go back to the election result.
Yeah, we'll go there, but I mean,
2 hours we spend on the election result and sister, we're gonna get tired too now.
Go there. Let's say the thing you're not doing in America.
So I'm just saying this to say that we know where the whole thing started from, and the way some the Mayans are thinking, another way some of them in Prince Johnson is the one. Prince Johnson will not forget. But the old man that came to us that night, he thanked us. He said, first of all, that time the war just stopped. I think our child stayed on time. The man said, you're so brave. You're women and you're passing through Nima County in the night. Say, you're brave, my children. You're go tell the people in America that we and the crown people will make peace. We make peace because we are brothers and sisters. That the man said just these words. He said, the Congo people fool we. That these Congo people fool we went against our own people. So you're tell the people in America that we made friends. Okay? But with Prince Johnson being, I don't know, like Godfather or what, Prince Johnson is the one that contaminating them with this hate. Because most of the Nimayans, they got no problem. A lot of Nimayans living in Grand Chile County.
I think Nima people are trying to move away from tribalism. It's just that people are still afraid to go live in Nima. And I think they need to encourage it, because if we are not encouraged in Grand Chile to see the Gilman, to see the man say, man, live here, man, go make a fire, man, that you want to get, go ahead, y'all be together. If we don't do like that, Nimaya will be afraid to live among us. So
but Nimaya living among us, Gibson?
Yeah, a lot of them. So what we need to do, what our Nima brother need to do, when they see one comment in their area, they should encourage that person.
Yeah. That's what the old man did to us that night.
Then that person will be an ambassador. They say, no, you're talking about Nima people, they're not true. Myself, I pass through Nima all the time. I go Grand Chile. I buy my liquor right there in how do you call that place?
Tabata.
We come from second period, first big town. I just forgot the place. Not Beto. Before you get to Beto close to Tabata.
Tabata.
Gray. I always buy my liquor in gray. About 2, 3, 1, 2 Jimmy John. I carry like 6 gallons. And I always pass through Nima in the night. Nobody bothers me. Because I know that nobody will bother me, but there are some people who still don't feel.
But listen to Jeremiah Kun, what he said.
Yeah, and those are things that fear people. Like what Abraham was saying, they are welcome. That just worries. The actual welcome will happen when the people live there.
Gibson.
No, Gibson is not for Bwakai. No, Gibson was for Gonglo. You know
you know what somebody wrote just now? You know what somebody wrote just now? They say what you want.
I want Bwakai to regret his life ever before he can go to Papa God. That he was flogged 2 times by George Weah. That's all.
So
the tax we got now, the tax we Granjine have is to encourage our brothers who want to go live there. Go and stay. If you have a girlfriend, my cousin Henson, my aunt's son, first cousin, the man woman that go home. They got I think 3 or 4 children.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
They got living right in behind. So let us live in Nima. Let our people go there.
Was the PR former president got Gilmore too?
Yeah. I myself, my wife that Gilmore.
What about him? Hey,
I can't hold the
Prince Sherry said when you want me, you never party verse, you must just say soft ease, they will start running PR.
So
when no guy win Gibson, when no guy win, so you will not be on the mailing list.
They think so easy, man.
Yeah, want me Unity Party verse, just say soft ease, you see them running.
Well, you know the
nothing you do for so easy.
Oh no, the man they won't count it, don't county. I don't know what we should be asking them what is supporting Joseph Boakai. In a man won't count it.
12 years, this man was vice president.
The era say he living in there. 12 years. Era he living in.
Okay.
I think
I always told Gibson why he carrying it to Lofa Road. From rehab, from that road.
Yeah.
Every road to go to the
rehab. His own era.
Go to your house. That man
in a month.
Just a road for 12 years.
That job we are paying for him.
I think
Joseph Boakai, they ring settled there. The first time I ever saw Joseph Boyka yard, when rain settled in the yard, the man.
I said, President, we are paying for him.
Are you kidding me?
I think for being
12 years, he made 30 million. 12 years, he made 30 million. 2.5 times 12, that's 30.
Yeah. And
less than 6 years, he broke.
He broke. And Costa. And Costa is money.
I really know what our old man doing with his money, really.
Yeah.
For me,
somebody say he can gamble. Somebody from Lofa called the other time. Say, yeah, somebody say, I don't know the old man problem. The problem is a gambler. He can go to Freetown to gamble.
So back in election.
One thing the man did with money that I was praising for, let prison so say so. The man built a mansion in Freetown.
Oh yeah, he built he got a property in Freetown.
Nice house in Freetown.
But did you listen to his sister? One woman that his sister, the woman said they are not from Liberia, they're from Freetown.
I just did for her. When you put it back on the screen, let's respond to that person. Okay, Gonganu, let me ask you a question. What did Joshua do for Nima before Nima voted Joshua?
Mm-hmm.
What that means? One thing that Joshua ever did in Nima County. What did he do for all the 14 counties in Liberia when they voted him 2017? Okay, so you guys can vote for him without him doing a thing for you, but we can vote for him, and then you're going to ask us what he did for us. Listen, there's something we call, I want to speak English. Let me bring it down. You know, when there's some people, you are with them, you feel relaxed.
Yeah, you're safe.
Like nobody running behind you. Your life is not at risk. You are not going to be worried that somebody's going to come after you tomorrow morning. The way Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Boyka were in power, and Grand Julian were all afraid. People running away. After the war, when people were supposed to be coming back, Grand Julian were running away because Ellen and Joseph Boyka were arresting Grand Julian and detaining them 1 year, 2 years, 2.5 years, and no charges. They were being tortured in jail. Joseph Boyka did nothing. That is what Grand Julian have been afraid of. And that is something enough. Security, self-preservation is the first law of nature. You have to preserve yourself first before you can even preserve other people. So because of the security nature, the relaxation, the peace of mind, the ability to move and nobody asks you questions and arresting you like Joseph Boyka and arrest our brothers. That's what Joshua had done.
All right. For me, here's my parting remark. I think if the Unity Party, didn't make it to the victory, the victory didn't cross the victory line here in this election, is simply because of the decision they make to pick a vice president that has created a kind of a climate of fear around him, and they could have picked Gonglo or maybe even the Nyamdi Kanka Lawrence, somebody who is not more toxic, but that's the decision. And the Henry Costa them when at least pull into that decision and people become to see it glaringly. I think that would be their shortcoming. And if CDC wins this election, they might win by not a very big margin. And that margin might not be very big, and that comes back to people reaction to the 6 years that passed. The Southeastern has given CDC the cushion and the relax.
I think Bafo, you are choosing your words because of Bobby on the show.
No, Bobby does not scare me. Bobby will throw rock at things I say. He will accuse and say I had double mind. I wanted CDC to lose, then I want them to win. I don't see. We come on your show several times, and I made my declaration. I say it's in my economic interest for CDC to win. Yeah, so it's in my economic interest for CDC to win, and they will win. But if they do win, it doesn't mean since I want them to win, then I'm not capable of analyzing the difficulty to their victory or the ease to their victory. I'm free to do that, and I'm being honest. It's the Southeastern region that is a cushion against Niba and Mark Gibby and Bond County and the rest of the other places. and CDC having the difficulty. And usually in when you analyzing elections and politics, when you are in power and you do extremely well, people don't want to lose their opportunity. If the private sector is, if the private sector is,
1 minute. Let me comment you. You are speaking like somebody who have property in Labrador, unless the other guys are in America yet.
Yeah, we got a house there. Yeah. So so to me,
you're not speaking like Richard Barbara. That's not how you speaking.
So to me, that's what I want them to win, and if they win, good. But if they win by a small margin, it must tell them that people really did not feel it, and that's why they didn't break out.
They need to step on the game.
Correct. So the way they did, and for people in Nimba County, the Manos, politically you are marginalized. You shouldn't even ask a second question to vote for CDC. But if you sit there in this runoff and you being fooled and you go the other way, then it is your political disadvantage you creating for yourself over and over. So I think in this runoff, the Mano Bell will kind of sympathize with their own opportunity and the future for them, and that will turn the tide in Nimba County, and eventually we'll see the number will change. And if the number start changing, then I'll be a little bit more relaxed. Let me be honest, my heart is pounding. I'm asking myself, why is the man leading 5,000? Why is not CDC the other way around? That's the perception I bring to the show, and that's the reason I say, but this is going to get a little bit difficult for CDC. And that's it, guys. But I enjoy it.
As you go in now, you must remember, if you sit in the front seat, with a drive to Abidjan, and if you ride way in the back of the bus to go Abidjan, Abidjan.
We'll reach Abidjan. So eventually, but if we reach Abidjan and I keep bouncing my back, that I will feel the road a little bit, but eventually I will get there. I think that's how we will feel it. But CDC will win, Bobby. Don't be afraid. CDC will win. I'm just being, very critical, and that's the point. But don't be afraid. We'll come back here and we'll laugh at. We'll celebrate. Yeah. So you guys,
the mentor for almost 2 minutes. No one use the word referendum.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want you. I don't want to use referendum. That the next day I got double thinking. No.
We come on these shows. But Prince, my background. My background is not in politics. My background is not in politics. We all come on these shows and we come on here to learn. And gradually we are trying to improve our skills in politics. So when somebody says something, I like to be corrected. I like to learn. And on one or two occasions, buff up. Maybe he might not say directly to correct me, but I learn one.
Eddie's here. He pressing a traditional son.
My father can understand me. My papa.
Ellis, I know. I he's standing.
Eddie, Joseph Boakai man. Not on the cover of the man.
That Joseph Boakai man. Oh wow! I give up.
Have a good night. I
give up on Ellis. I rather give up on him.
All right.
Ele Yala then that confuse people. Ele Yala confused.
Ele Yala is not. No, Bobby, don't use the word on the cover. Unity Party. Joseph Boakai man. The man is a full-fledged Unity Party.
I didn't even know that.
No, but he's not ready to make Dusty can. He don't want to put Dusty in front of you ready your routine.
No, but that is sad when it comes to that is very, very sad when it comes to people like Alexander Yala, because I don't understand why would Alexander do such a thing to themselves.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
I think when you make a choice, when you make a decision, you just stand by it.
I really don't understand.
The discreet behavior, the bite and blow behavior. I mean, I don't think it's manly. It's not manly.
No, but the man will always take a side. Bobby, they got people who can support you, and they don't need to put it out there. They are silent supporters.
No, and it's good to support, but Prince, you have to be a man. Listen, Prince, listen. The bite and blow decision. People that bite and blow, they're always on the side. Well, I call it cowardice. Cowardice decision.
Well, I don't think this show is not. Bobby. This show is not. It's not spoon. It's not Spoon TV. Where put Gibson to the wall. They say, Gibson, your men are in the race. You have to tell us now, kick you out.
Yeah, but Prince, these are critical elections that have to do with it. When you
put AK-47 or M16 on your head and say you should say how the folks getting on there. So Eric Yara can choose to be on the back supporter of Unity Party, but from Eric Yara,
Prince, you're not getting my point. We are not stopping Alexander Yara from supporting anybody, and that's why I always call for. We call for because this is a democratic process. This is a democratic process, and we have to respect everybody's view. But what I'm saying is that, especially when you are a leader in this community, he was president for the Konomo district. When you are a leader, you don't stay in the back. You know that cowardice behavior is
why you turn on him and say coward died many days before they are devil.
Exactly. That's the kind of behavior that Alexander Yara play. You stay for Unity Party, come and speak to the issues, come and defend the person you're supporting. But you want to hide them with some other
the post supporting who are even close to supporting Prince Johnson.
Get the kind of money.
I want to start with you.
Well, I didn't tell you we can buy you.
Kill me is that in Labrador 1997 Chancellor won. We were in federal there, engaging Chancellor and people there. So that no honor call you people and say that he must say to be personal in that diamond. Taking race, so he risked it.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, listen, I would like to know.
Gentlemen, I want Gibson Jerry to speak to this money. They say engage Joseph Boakai.
It is always good to know where somebody stands. It is fair. It is a fair game, but to be in a corner.
What money he gave Joseph Boakai money for watching?
It's just sad. And I see a lot of people that do nothing. A man died one time, you die one time, and you die.
Yes, you go get Joseph Boakai money.
Before the real time. So I hope
you won't give me money from my organization.
Listen. First of all,
I don't think that's being smart.
The people who view the spoon don't trust me. I was with Tiawan Gonglo. They say I'm not a supporter of Tiawan Gonglo. I was Josh Weah supporter, and then this issue of giving Joseph Boakai $1,000, really, $1,000 to whom? Really?
You got plenty of poaching like bro. You give it another time.
My own brother and friend, and Stanton was doing his thing, and I'm not going to try to denigrate anybody because they do something or say something. Too many things were said about me on Spoon. Too many things were said about me elsewhere. People wrote a lot of stuff who I'm not. They said, but no, I wrote a statement, I wrote a comment on my page.
Somebody said,
I will never
or what he said, gives who were planted into one. It was a spy.
Yeah, I will spy on Tiawan. I will spy on Tiawan. Listen, the problem, I wanted to speak to, I actually want to speak to two things before I leave. The first one has to do with you, Mano, and Grand Jide and Nima. Look, the people that know anybody that in Liberia that know Crampo, that the Nima people, they know Crampo very well. They know us. They know that when something happens, we will fight immediately afterwards. We forget about it and we are normal. That's how we are looking. And our Nima brothers, they understand us very well. My maternal grandmother is from Blood Dealer. My maternal grandmother is from Blood Dealer. My fourth daughter is by a Mano woman. My son and my wife are Nibayans. I have my wife from Nima County, a Gil woman. So I have more link to Gil than anybody can think about. But I don't subscribe to the idea that because somebody feel like there is something that is going on, therefore they want to capitalize on it. It is not good for us. Look, our Nima brothers and us, we should be one. The people in Liberia, they are afraid. They don't want Nima and Grand Jide to come together because they are afraid. When Nima and Grand Jide come together, we don't have any hope. Because are the top people in Liberia. They are afraid. So they want to do everything all the time to divide us. I am here. I'm thinking right now, I'm strategizing, saving my $100 every 2 weeks, $100. When 2029 comes, I will be a great deal of money for me to help Councilor Gongo to win the election. I know we Council of Conglo for play. That's the only man I think that can unite it. Look, there was something that Council of Conglo were planning. I will not say it. You don't want to say it now, they'll say that politics. There's unification, reconciliation package that I were planning. The world were going to hear it and everybody was going to talk about it. This is the only man to unite Grand Jeddah and Nima forever. Okay? So that's why I was behind him. I was not faking. So yes, we always talk about Nima and Grand Jeddah, but we are brothers. That's why in Grand Jeddah, we don't care. In my village, I got Giopo living. We don't care. You make a count, man make a count. We don't care. The only thing now we need to encourage our brothers, and even the Nibayan themselves need to comport and deport themselves in a way that when Grand Jeddahs go to live in Nima, they will be happy, and then they can serve as ambassadors to invite other people to say, oh, my man, you come. We here, nobody am working on the poor helping us. We are all friends here. We do everything in common. All the people will be encouraged to go there, just as we do in Grand Jeddah. That's all me, as I'm saying. We shouldn't do anything that will divide us anymore. If there anything, Nima and Grand Jeddah will come together, they will take over Liberia. That's how we're going to be doing it now. Because the people are afraid of us, so they want to put a wedge between us. Right. On the election.
Then they'll put Nima in the southeast.
No, but we got people in Nima, they need to get our people back.
Listen, Liberian people, when they hear Nimba and Grand Jeddah, they are now together. They are trimming. They trust it on the the two people coming together.
Prince Justin and got to go to jail before that won't happen.
Our president with you.
Giopo are living in the town freely in Grand Jeddah. Yeah, I know that.
Jeremiah Kuhn is very.
And Joanna Zulu said they should start being inclusive with the Babi district people first. Oh, that's a great point too.
Yeah,
that's a great.
Yeah, Babi people need to go back to Grand Jeddah. That's right. They
can start right there and encourage. And let somebody come from Babi one day and they say, "Oh, the Gio people in Tabata district voted for this crown man and he represented it in Grand Jeddah." Let them do that. Let's see that. I mean, that's a way to begin.
Yeah, Babi people they are Grand Jeddahs.
Yeah, we should. But here's my parting comment. We are still looking at the numbers. What we have here is the total of 22.33%.
You think that tomorrow that will go by 50%?
That will go more than 50% because the presidential election is not plenty.
You
know what she's doing? The woman using her. The woman is very smart. She know these people, so she's taking her time. She's not gonna. She might not reach to 50%.
Yeah, to deflect.
Right now, people will jump in the street.
Yeah,
it will end on Saturday. She'll even put Joseph Baga in the lead tomorrow again.
I believe we are still counting the vote, but I'm hoping that Joseph Baga shall never become president of Liberia. That man is very divisive. I mean, we can't stand him. I can't.
The man evil.
The man is evil. In fact, somebody calling you now. I'm not quoting myself. Costa said, Costa, his best friend, Costa, his son, Costa said, he's a black hat Sanama Swan. Let me say so. I put the Costa.
Costa, that man. Retired, man. No more ego learning.
All the name Costa called him, and I believe some of them. I think Costa is right. That man should never be president of Liberia. Should never be president of Liberia. The first of all, gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Yeah? Ellen, an astute international woman.
Yeah.
Joseph Boyka in a party.
And they can't stand him.
Joseph Boyka was in a party. Just because he wanted to be the number one person in the party, he was in the party as vice president.
The woman.
Out. Then they expel Ellen from the party. Can you imagine? Can you even think of that? Why you think Ellen should support such a man? And that why Ellen was against him all along. But from the beginning, Ellen pressed him.
Yes, they not even expel on her birthday.
On her birthday. They voted with Joseph Boyka participating in the discussions. even though he didn't vote that day. But he sat there as an elderly man and he expelled Ellen from the party. He couldn't say, no, you can't do that. The woman is a former president and she a former standard bearer of this party. We cannot expel her from the party. Why did Ellen do so much for them to expel her?
Because she supported George Weah.
Yeah, so Joseph Boakai is very divisive because he only think about himself because he wanted to be presidential or head of the party. Once they removed Ellen, then he was going to be the shining light. And so he allowed it to happen. Very, 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 very self-conceited. Me, I know when Joseph Boakai became president, as he became president 2 weeks later, I went to Liberia. They're not going to do nothing to me. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be maybe one of his biggest critics in Liberia. I can say that.
Well, we will not encourage you guessing these people. They are very evil.
Well, trust me.
Casey will be walking with the Bible people.
Yeah, so, see what I did to Tamamomo in our place there.
But I can't read it tonight, so
paper to like the poster brought evidence there.
So will you go by on Spoon after when they call you back? Will you go back? When they call you back?
No, I'm done with Spoon. My wife was embarrassed. She felt bad about it because she was watching. She was watching right in our living room. They will put on the big TV, and she was watching. And Stanton said he was never going to bring me back until the tallying was done. So what's the essence of going there after the people announce the result? What am I going to do there? I'm there to analyze the process. I'm not stepping on anybody's store. The same way they talk about their candidate and talk bad about George Weah. I support George Weah. I talk good about George Weah. I talk bad about the candidate. It's not something for them to say they're going to remove me. But Stanton been under that pressure for a long time. He's just happy to take the decision last night.
Yep.
And so my wife told me, don't go back there. And I usually respect my wife, so I'm not going to go back there. Stanton is still my friend. We can still talk, but I'm not going to go back there. That's the end of me and Spoon. You know, I can't do that. If I do that to myself, I make fun of myself. You know.
Well, you Jay Fagon going back there, so.
Well, you keep forgetting because he's a Unity Party man. Do the Unity Party photo Stanton, please bring the man back, and they brought him back. But I'm not Unity Party man. I go there, they will mock me. Oh, they told you to move. You come back, you come back. No. I'm not even going to bet. But I'm not.
Eugene Fagon's voice is so annoying. He lies too much.
So the man was telling me I'm illiterate and all. So I said, look at that. The man who come to America, he do nothing but to get full associate degree.
But you don't tell him that he trusts me. They were the book and using America what they call you a bum. He's a bum.
I've been behind closed door. I think this is the first time I'll talk about it. Behind closed door, and Stanton, that's the guy. I like him. I like him to some extent, to a large extent. So in the chat room, Fagon say, "Oh my man, why you not even know book?" So I said, "Stanton, I got my degree." So I told him. He said that's true. So I said, "Okay." So Stanton came in. Stanton said, "Okay, you guys got to prove yourself today." Gibson said you get 4 associate, and you say Gibson and Noble. Gibson said you get bachelor. So what the first thing I did was I told them about my master's program, and then I put my degree in the chat room. So Fagon, they asked Fagon to bring a degree.
A 3AA.
Stanton said, "No, I don't want that. I don't want that." I said, "Your degree, your certificate that they issue from the full certificate they issue for the associate degree."
What is Gay Stanton for?
No, that he typed something that the classes then that he was doing. So
that class he for the degree.
They say why the school.
I can go to any website and just take classes and
school, yeah.
So Stanton said, "No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I want your degree, your certificate. Bring your certificate. We're on our team for 2 hours, back and forth. Stanton to so finally Stanton and say, "Don't be making my about business. You don't get nothing to show." That's how we ended that thing. And stay in the chat room. I can go and screenshot our whole conversation.
They better kick you out of that chat room for day, bro.
So the last one now, so I'm gonna say, you know what? I will call my university so they can send my certificate. Stand say, okay, when they're not sending it, then you might not be talking about Bob Benet again. So up to now, he are not quite university.
You want to tell me he gets certificate in your heart?
Elite. The man look at me, say,
that man just talk plenty.
Yeah, okay. So guys, the man, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, gentlemen, we're gonna be here tomorrow.
Lady and gentlemen.
Now, we gotta go.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prince.
This is the first time Bobby says Felicia stay all this late. She always giving it on us.
I can go to sleep.
The resort kept all this late.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Well, it was a great show. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Let us keep watching the show. Don't listen to the numbers that are flying around. I think by the grace of God, I think we're doing great. And I think at the end of the day, we'll come out victorious. So don't listen to people who rejoice. Oh, we're finishing winning. I can't. They just counted 20%. You say you're finishing winning. That doesn't make sense. Let's keep hope alive and let's just look up to God.
David Brown, Lasana, and Chin or we today. You got a new hairdo.
Yeah, well, that one she tough. I like her. She tough. You ask her question because she put it right back here in your face. So thank you, friends. Have a good night.
All right, I got King saying you have full question. Once you are doing a whole full question, then what your friends will ask. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you. Let us listen again to the results tomorrow. The result as it come in. Nobody must jump in the street and start to cause trouble. Please. Good night. Weeks, thank you also. Isaac Carr.